You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all hold on for a minute. Let me see what's up. Why is that not showing? Y'all bear with me one moment. Bear with me one moment. Bear with me. All right, we back. We back. Hold on. Let me do this. Why is it doing that? Let me look and see how this gonna turn out today. Y'all bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. I was running a little late. I got caught up in traffic. I had something came up at the last minute. Y'all know how that is. Okay, good. We Gucci. We Gucci on this end. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Matter of fact, let me turn the TV on. See. All right, the TV. I can hear myself on television, so I guess I sound good. Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Peace to the family, man. Sorry about that. I was in traffic, caught up in some traffic, so traffic is real hectic over here, especially it's with all of the different school zones and stuff like that, with all the different school zones, so y'all know how that is. But we gonna run it though. We gonna run it. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. We gonna get to it real quick, like real proper, like. I think I'm more than qualified to tackle this situation. This shit like taking care from a baby, to be honest with you. This particular subject matter right here. Shout out to Arnold. Shout out to Arnold Brown. Arnold Brown, what's going on, fam? Donald Favors in the building. Pauline is in the building. Shout out to Jamie Green Eyes P. Who else is here? Well, let's look at some of the family. Shout out to Clinton, what's going on, brother? Shout out to James. Shout out to Angela. Angela, what's going on, sis? Let's see. Trey in the building. The lovely Miss Connie is in the building. C Brand is in the building. Irvin the Wiz. Irvin the Wiz is in the building as well. Daniel Agnew. Trey. We can't forget about the lovely Miss Black Panther. Okay. OBW Stretch. Salute to you, fam. All right, cool. All right, everything good. Shout out to Big Mason. Everything good. All right, let's get into the show. So, I dropped the video on this. Right? And this particular subject matter is very, very. As I said, this is like taking candy. This is a layup for me. For me, this is a layup because, it's just my lane. This is my lane for a long time, way longer than this boxing shit. Way longer than this boxing. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, the question that I'm sent back. Shout out to Greg Hackett. I did see your video you dropped today. I did see Greg Hackett video. He say Coach threw a couple of shots at Boots. Facts, I did throw shots. I throw shots all the time, just like people throw shots at me. So that is true. I can confirm that. I did throw some shots. I do not mind doing it because I see shots fired all the time. You get what I'm saying? So that's just reality to the situation. The only difference between me is I will come out and tell you. Other niggas act like they ain't throwing shots, but I come out and tell you. Yeah, I damn sure threw some shots. But my shots was truthful to me. My shots was truthful. You know what I mean? Because I watched this shit, how it played out. how it played out. I watched it from the beginning until now. You get what I'm saying? So my shots was very truthful, to me. So the way I saw it and my observation of it. But it is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, what's going on, fam? Now, did Boots Ennis break the code when it comes to helping Canelo prepare for Crawford? I mean, all these people talking about the code. I spoke to I ain't gonna say his name. I spoke to someone today. Well, yeah, I can say it. I spoke to someone. No, I ain't gonna say his name. I spoke to someone today, and the conversation was brief, but I think the brother's spirit was kind of off. He had an off spirit. It is what it is, and I think why his spirit was off. And the person I spoke to, he wasn't a fighter. It was actually a trainer. But yeah, I think the brother's spirit was kind of off, or whatever the case may be. I kind of like read the tea leaves a little bit. I mean, you could feel the energy through the phone, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I know what that's about. I kind of have an idea of what that particular could be about, because sometimes I'm trying to log into my Instagram. All right, because sometimes you can say some shit. Sometimes you can say some shit, you know what I mean? Out of pocket sometimes. Or something that can be perceived as out of pocket. All right. Yeah, I'm logging into my Instagram. I got a new Instagram, so y'all looking for me, Coach Malik Instagram. I don't know what the fuck IG did with that, so I really don't. I ain't tripping either way. It is what it is. Anyway, let's get into the show. Now, did Bruce Ennis break the code when it comes to helping Canelo prepare for Crawford? All right, let's break this code thing down. A lot of people been asking me about the code. And I'm seeing so many people online are so wrong about the code. Especially the ones who feel very, very strongly about it. So you don't have to buy this book. I had this book for years. But this book right here, I advise you guys to get it. I had this book for probably about well, the original version, this is actually the revised edition, but the original version, I have the original over there. I had the original over there. Neely Fuller Jr., right? Neely Fuller Jr. Y'all get familiar with this book right here. Get familiar with that book. Get familiar with author Neely Fuller Jr. He passed away not too long ago. R.I.P. to Neely Fuller. I'm gonna break this shit down because this is too easy. This is just too fucking easy. On today's show, we're talking about being on code. Neely Fuller Jr.'s practical playbook. This is the playbook for how we think, speak, and act so that we produce justice. And the we, in this particular subject matter, go by many different names, right? In today's time. It's simple. Before we do anything, we ask, will this reveal truth, promote justice, and promote correctness? Let's continue. Reading my opening monologue, because I took time and wrote this today. That's how we reduce confusion. How do we reduce confusion? If we are on code. Code is I'm gonna break that down to you in a minute. It's a code of ethics, so to speak. Did you get what I'm saying? That is practiced amongst several different groups, whether they know it or not, right? Somebody like cultural norms, or some people say cultural norms, but I wouldn't say that. But I'm finna break it down, in a nutshell. Since the photo of Jaron Boots Ennis and Canelo Alvarez popped up on the scene on social media, people have felt a certain type of way. This story have taken legs on its own, right? It's taking legs on its own. I want to give a shout out to a couple of people. I don't know any of these people who I'm fixing to name. Well, out of the people I'm going to name, there's only one guy that I met. Well, two people I met on this list. Shout out to Greg Hackett, Blue Blood Sports TV, YSM, CJ Goodfella TV, and Bernie the Boxer. The only two I've met that I've met is Blue and Bernie. You know. I don't want to overshadow. I'm gonna tell you what I don't want to do. At first, I didn't want to do a show on this topic. I say, hey, let my niggas think the way they want to think. I really don't give a damn. Y'all know me, Coach Malachi. I don't have an emotional attachment to no YouTube channels, no boxers, or people's feelings and stuff like that. I don't have an emotional attachment to it. I told you guys, and the reason why I don't have an emotional attachment to it because I don't have any expectations. So nothing surprises me. And you know, I don't put people on pedestals that they should not be on. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't put people on pedestals that they should not be on. And again, I don't have any expectations. So when you don't have any expectations, then you are never disappointed. Now I have expectations of myself and people that's in my circle, but people outside of my circle and outside of my circle, I don't have any expectations at all. You get what I'm saying? So I'm never really disappointed. Now I expect the Bucks to win when we play Atlanta, and if we lose, I'm gonna be disappointed. True. Why? Because I have expectations. And I'm a very educated guy, contrary to popular belief. Self-educated, very educated guy. You know what I mean? Believe it or not. Now, when it comes to being on code as it relates to FBAs, as I said before, the code, you have many different groups. And I'm going to address my family, these groups right here. They go by many different names. When it comes to the code, being on code, as it relates to whether they call themselves FBAs, African Americans, Black Americans, ADOS, meaning American descendants of slaves, Pan-Africans, or the conscious community as a whole, or whatever you identify with from that standpoint. You know what I mean? There seems to be some type of disconnect when it comes to the code. In the spirit of the great Neely Fuller Jr., this is the playbook. In the spirit of Neely Fuller Jr., I want to explain what being on code means but just for the audience and to the best of my ability. Being on code means using a consistent, disciplined, personal playbook for pretty much what you think, what you say, pretty much what you do, your actions, right? So that your behavior produces constructive results and pretty much not only constructive results, but pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? Not only constructive results, but pretty much moves your worldview towards justice and away from confusion. So the code, if you move according to the code, you know, there would be no confusion. And it's going to move you away from the confusion because you have a set code of certain core beliefs that everybody agrees on, that's within that group, and that is a going by. I will explain it a lot more if you don't understand where I'm coming from. In Neely Fuller's terms, this guy right here, Neely Fuller Jr., RIP to him. In Neely Fuller's terms, your code is whatever reliable works to replace white supremacy with justice measured by results, not emotions or trends. So the code is based on pretty much an application of what you do, your works, pretty much how your worldview and your actions, pretty much it's a procedure or a practice that's used to combat white supremacy. And you combat white supremacy with justice, you know, measure with results. And it's not based on emotions. You know, I'm not saying you're not going to yell, scream, and all that stuff there, but all that yelling, screaming, oh, goddamn it, you ain't this, you ain't that. It ain't based on that. It ain't based on emotions, right? The code's purpose. What's the purpose of the code? The code's purpose is to replace the system of white supremacy with justice, which is defined as guaranteeing that no person is mistreated, and that the person who needs help the most gets the most constructive help. Let me read that again. The code's purpose. What's the purpose of the code? The code's purpose is to replace the system of white supremacy with justice, which is defined as guaranteeing that no person is mistreated and that the person who needs help the most gets the most constructive help. You follow me? That's the gold standard that you measure every action against as it relates to the code. Your code applies to the 9 areas of people's activity. You know, there's something that Neely Fuller came up with, something that pretty much says that, you know, you have 9 areas of the people's activity, right? Of the activity of people, right? This is something that, you know what I mean? That's, you know, he said it in his book, right? What is the 9 areas? The 9 areas pretty much of areas of people's activities is this: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, war, and counter war. If your behavior is in any area doesn't move conditions towards justice, it is considered off code. Let me repeat that again. If your behavior in any area, I'm finna fuck some niggas up with this today. Finna fuck some. Hey, y'all share this show, cause ain't no YouTube channel, ain't no boss on YouTube channel gonna do it like this here. Let me write that word down. I wrote that shit. I typed this out today and didn't even realize that was very profound. If your behavior, let's look up the word behavior. If your behavior in any area doesn't move conditions towards justice, it is considered off code. True. People act individually, but toward a common purpose. This is what the code is all about. You don't wait for an organization, meaning Democrat Party, Republican Party, Conservative Party, Liberal Party. We ain't waiting on no organization, groups, or none of that stuff there. You don't wait for an organization, a leader. I need somebody to come lead me. Or vote to do constructive things. You can codify your behavior to produce justice. I want y'all to focus on that word behavior, right? Because, you know, based on my research, what I broke down, you know what I mean? What I'm breaking down right now, you know what I mean? People act individually, but they act towards a common purpose. You don't wait for an organization. You don't wait for a leader, or you don't vote to do constructive things. You codify your behavior to produce justice. Back to that word behavior. When it comes to the language, you are to use words that reveal truth, promote justice, and promote correctness. Let's write that word down, correctness. Shit, I'm learning something my goddamn self. Correctness. Let's write that word down. Just misspelled it. Correctness. All right. When it comes to language, you are to use words that reveal truth, promote justice, and to promote correctness. You are to be precise and avoid words that increase confusion. Let's write that word down. Confusion. Your mindset is to treat the code like a procedure. Your mindset is your paradigm. Your paradigm is your worldview. That's not true. Your paradigm is your worldview, how you see things. So how you see things, your paradigm is your mindset is going to be based on your paradigm. Pretty much the way you see things, right? For the most part. So your mindset is to treat the code like a procedure. Ask questions, get answers, and to solve problems, starting with the most mistreatment or the most mistreated or the most in need. Code is something that's always works. You know, every group and organization have a code for the most part. Every, you know, like Hispanics may be around, certain Hispanics may be around certain, you know, blacks, and they may have a code that say, well, you know what, we Hispanic, we ain't like them niggas, so we can't really fuck them niggas like that when we do business or whatever. You may have like Jews, they have a code that they go by. You know, there's a saying that Jews, their money circulates in their community 8-9 times before it leaves the community. So they believe in, their code is, they believe in spending money with their group. If a Jewish person, have money, he's going to look to spend his money with the Jewish store. And then the Jewish store, when they get money, they're going to look to buy their food from Jewish farms. And they're going to keep their money in a Jewish bank. And they're going to buy cars from a Jewish dealership. Even if it's a car that they don't like, they're going to buy. So that's their code. Every group has a code. Just to throw that out there, whether you know it or not. Do you get what I'm saying? Every group has a code, whether you realize it or not. You get what I'm saying? Being on code equals disciplined behavior that produces justice. That we back to that word behavior again. Behavior is a hell of a word when it comes to the code. Back to the word behavior again. Without code, confusion dominates every area of life. Without code, confusion dominates every area of life. Did you get what I'm saying? With code, you have a procedure you can apply to your everyday life. Something you can live by. When you look at the average black celebrity, who would you say fits the definition of being on code? I'm just talking about black celebrity. And I'm talking to the people who may feel that they are qualified, to answer this question. When it comes to black celebrity, the average black celebrity, who would you say fits the definition of being on code? For the most part, in my eyes, none of them. True. According to our good brother, Blue Blood Sports TV, a member of Saul Canelo Alvarez's team revealed that Boots Ennis reached out to Canelo Alvarez and offered his services to help him beat Terrence Crawford. That's according to Blue Blood Sports TV. I cannot confirm nor deny that myself. If this is the case, then that would be considered being off code. Me personally, I don't hold stock in entertainers or athletes. And I seriously doubt that these guys have an honor system that they live by. Did you get what I'm saying? I seriously doubt that. In closing, Boots Ennis isn't the standard. I'm just saying for me, Boots Ennis isn't the standard that we as a people should use to uphold the code. And maybe I should have rephrased we as a people. I'm just going to say me. You get what I'm saying? Especially when the very same people who are complaining don't live by the code themselves. See, that's why I went back to this word behavior. And behavior and conduct, right? Because the very same people that I see that's upset, there's receipts out there digitally that show that ain't none of these guys have ever been on code. See, and I told you guys how this boxing stuff works. Everybody have their own group. You got guys who are pro Boots Ennis. As long as you agree with them or on their side, you're on code. Their code is, I love Boots. You have guys who are pro Terrence Crawford. And as long as you pretty much like everything Bud, you're being on code with your like for Bud. You have people who love Saul Canelo Alvarez. And as long as you're praising Canelo and hating on other black fighters or whatever the case may be in the process of that, that's being on code for the people who love Canelo. So when you look at all these different groups online in boxing, there is no code. Look at your average everyday content creator that you watch every day and study the compensatory code to counter racism. Compensatory meaning payment, right? Who is on code? Look at their behaviors. Look at their conducts. There are videos out there. Their receipts are out there. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, some people look at, I heard, you know, I heard Bernie the Bossa interview. Well, not interview, but his video. He used the word treasonous. And treason, that's a strong word. Strong goddamn word. That's a strong word, right? Some people, I had one guy sit me up and say, yeah, man, the nigga sell out, this and that, yada, 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 right? So, you know, and pretty much, you know, a sellout pretty much is a person who's pretty much perceived by his own community, a group of people, you know what I mean, as betraying the group from a collective standpoint. So when people say you ain't on code, Boots ain't on code because he went over there trained with Canelo and this and that, and you know, there's a bunch of black fighters Canelo trained with. That's the kind of thing that kind of threw me for a loop too. There's a bunch of black fighters that Canelo has trained with. Again, I don't have an emotional attachment to Canelo. I don't have an emotional attachment to Boots. Coach Malachi, I don't give a damn. But I'm addressing it, right? So I'm like, well, Canelo been training with black fighters. And I've never heard any of the same people who are saying that Boots isn't on code or selling out his people for training with Canelo. They didn't say that when other black fighters trained with Canelo. What makes this particular situation any different from the other situations where Canelo trained with black fighters? True. That's a good question. That's a good question. Like, there's countless examples of other black fighters being in training camp, training with Canelo. I've never heard nobody say, man, them niggas ain't on code. They're training with Canelo. I never heard that. Never. So what makes this situation different? As I said before, there's nobody on code. Nobody. What code do you have in by? You got niggas online arguing right now about which fighter making the most money. You got niggas, you got Mexicans, you got crackers, you have many different groups that have many different nicknames. Whatever you want to call them. Arguing right now about some bullshit. About multimillionaires who don't even know they exist. So, for me, I'm like, these niggas are arguing about the code and they don't even know what the code is. And if they did know what the code is, their conduct and behavior doesn't even reflect that code. That's why I wrote the word behavior down. Code in boxing is you got to be down with Devin and Bill Haney and fuck all the other black fighters. And if you ain't down with us, you's a bitch ass coon ass nigga. You ain't this, you ain't that. There's a group of people who love Devin Haney, who you say that right now. They not on code. They have a track record of defecating on other black fighters. That's not on code. But these are the same group of niggas who saying that Boots ain't on code. Again, I don't have a relationship with Boots. I don't give a fuck about Boots. I don't give a fuck about Boots or anything he represent. I don't know the nigga. But I gotta call a spade a spade. It's funny to me. The same group of niggas who practice the opposite of the code are now the ones mad at Boots, a nigga that I give 25 fucks about. They mad about Boots training with a white Mexican. Pretty much a white boy from Mexico that speaks Spanish, Canelo. Mad that Boots training with him and saying that he ain't on code. When these niggas, everyday lives is off code. True. According to the definition. According to the definition of the code from our good brother, an RIP to Neely Fuller, according to the definition, these niggas, they don't even go by that code. How off code dude gonna get mad at another guy and say that he ain't on code when the guy who's attacking him isn't on code his damn self? To this day. Make it make sense. Since I've been on YouTube, all I see is off code shit. I don't trip. And I understand the code. Trust me, I do. Very well. But in boxing, in entertainment, in social media in general, there is no code of social media. This shit is about clicks and views. Clicks, views, sensationalism. I hate this dude. I don't like that dude. And boxing, it's about D-riding and meat riding. You got Tanker Maniacs. They on code with Loving Tank. You got the Haney Maniacs. They on code with Loving Devin Haney. You got dudes who love Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford. They on code with Loving Bud. You got dudes who love Boots. They on code with Loving Boots. You got dudes who love certain YouTube channels. That's the code. Do you agree with me? Yeah. Then guess what? We on code. True. Do you share my point of view? Yeah. Guess what? Then we on code. I don't like that nigga. Do you like him? No, I don't like him. Good. Let's rip them. And then they make videos hating on each other, doing this and doing that. You got this group against that group. So that group on code with the group he like. That group on code with the guy that they like. That group on code with the guy that they like. And all three of them talking about one fighter, a nigga from Philly. He ain't on code. When all of these groups that's online, ain't none of them, ain't nobody, ain't none of these niggas on code. True. It's fake outrage. It's fake outrage. That's what it is. For what? The only two guys who got to deal with each other is Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. If I'm Canelo Alvarez and I'm fighting a guy that's a switch hitter, I'm going to reach out to the guy who can best help me or prepare me for the task that I have at hand. Now, according to Blue Blood Sports TV, that ain't what happened. According to Blue, and Blue probably know more about it than I do because Blue got the sources. He got the source. Blue said that Books was the one that got in contact with Canelo's team and volunteered his services. Yeah, man, I don't like that nigga Terrence Crawford, dog. Look here, man, let me go ahead and join the team, dog, so I can help you get ready for this nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's pretty much that's the video I saw yesterday. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. But whether he did or whether he didn't, does it matter? Let's say Canelo reached out to Boots and Boots said, I'm gonna go over there and work with Canelo. Okay, does it matter? It's up to Terrence Crawford's team, my brother. It's up to them to prepare their fighter the best way they can for the task at hand. That would be Bomac, Coach Red, Saul, Chet, Bernie the Boxer, and whoever else that may be having, and the sparring partners. For Canelo, it is up to Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso's job is to get Canelo prepared as much as he can for the task at hand. And do whatever that's legally permissible in order to make that happen. On September the 13th, a black fighter from Omaha, Nebraska, and a white Mexican from Mexico would do battle. Now, that's a whole lot of racist shit going on online. You know, you got a lot of racist motherfucking, and I see a lot of them online as well. They going at each other. I don't get caught up in that. That shit ignorant. I ain't finna be going back and forth with a nigga on that behind the avatar. I don't even know what the fuck you look like. You got something to say, call the show. If not, that's it. I don't do the tongue. I don't do the digital. I don't do that shit. I respond back to some people every now and then, but that's about it. Cause the shit ain't that deep to me. Cause you have a lot of people, a lot of people have miserable lives, and what they're doing is they are projecting their misery onto others, right? So, that's pretty much what it is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the show. If you're watching this show on a smart TV, what I need you to do is pick up your cell phone, open up the YouTube app on your cell phone, hit the like button, and subscribe. I have a lot of people watch my content, but a good portion of them, not a lot, but a small portion of them, they're not subscribers, but they watch every day. So, and my analytics tell me that a lot of these guys who are not subscribed, they're watching on a smart TV. And there's no option on a smart TV to subscribe or hit the like button. So I would just advise you to open up the cell phone and do that for me. But I think I'm pretty much spot on with this. I broke down to you what the code is. You guys can check out my good friend, the RP, the Neely Fuller. Y'all get this book right here, man. Look it up. Buy it on Amazon. I had this book for years, a long time. I had to buy a revised edition of it. I've been studying Dr. Neely Fuller's work for years. Him, of course, teachers of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, Minister Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, Dr. Ben, Dr. John Henry Clark, just a lot of people, Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, just a lot of, I study a lot of different schools of thoughts. You get what I'm saying? So, this shit right here, lightweight to me. But I just want to show like your behavior. You got to look at your behavior. You can't hold, as I said, you can't hold Boots to that standard. Again, I don't give a damn about the nigga. I don't really give a damn about a lot of these fighters, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying though, you can't hold that dude to that standard. Do that dude look like he understand what the code is? Did you get what I'm saying? And then the guys who are upset, none of them are examples of the code. They, you get what I'm saying? Like, none of them are examples of the code. I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to let a nigga who don't even practice the code tell me that another nigga ain't on code. Fact of the matter is, Terrence Crawford and Canelo going to fight each other. When they fight, all them racist Mexicans online, I ain't saying Mexicans are racist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ones who are online, hide behind avatars on Twitter and saying all kind of racist shit. Guess what? When Canelo get paid, you ain't going to get none of the money. Canelo don't give a fuck about you. And vice versa. When Crawford get paid, I ain't going to get none of the money. And no other nigga going to get none of the money. Both of those guys coming together to make generational wealth. The best man gonna win. I told you who I got. But however, the best man gonna win. Those two guys got to settle that out in the ring. All this other shit just fake outrage. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, all the other shit just fake outrage, in my opinion. Just the same old shit that niggas love doing to find something to yell, bitch moan, whine, and complain and yell about. Y'all hit the like button, man. When we get to 300, we got almost 400 people in the chat on YouTube, and we have over 500 watching between Instagram and different YouTube channels, and X. Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button so I can drop these phone lines. Let me see what the people talking about. But before we get into the show, today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you are in the city of Tampa, Florida, please download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. And to look up Foster's Barbershop. The Foster's Barbershop is located right here on the screen. In 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Download the app Booksy, book an appointment. It's a high class barbershop. So, it is what it is. Your money got to be right to go there, just to let you know. But it's a very seclusive, it's very secluded. My bad, I'm seclusive. It's very secluded. And, you know, it's a high end, you know, a lot of celebrities and stuff come through there. So, you know, just make sure your behavior is on point. And the only way you can get a haircut is you have to book an appointment. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor a round of applause. And we have some more sponsors coming up. I'm really happy at a new venture and a new sponsorship that we're going to have coming up. Shout out to this brother right here, man. I'm not going to say it right now, but we got a lot of good things going on. Let's give our sponsor a round of applause. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Before we get into the show, oh yeah, and shout out. And speaking of being on code, what you know, some people would say that this brother right here, he's not on code.
See your eyes shine, she's my soul running free. And with the lights, so she's my sweet love for free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, step and I'm out of control.
Like, you know, you can't hold these fighters accountable to a code. You know, is this dude on code?
Yeah. Oh, that look good.
You cannot hold these fighters to being on a code. This nigga here, is this nigga on code?
There's nothing that I can do. Sorry, I moved my camera. There's nothing that I can do other than just be patient, let these boys keep talking that smack, and me be who I am. Damn, phone number falling. I mean, my bad. Look.
I can give you countless examples of off-code behavior. Is this on code? Is this on code? I can go on and on and on. And don't get me started on the YouTube channels. Please don't let me get started on the YouTube channel. That's a whole nother show right there. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no friends in this shit. I damn sure ain't got none.
True.
Tell you that.
True.
Nigga, I'm the Lone Ranger. I tell you, but I'm the Lone Ranger in this motherfucker. I tell you right now, boy, these niggas will praise you today and be making videos dissing you tomorrow.
To this day.
I know better. Yes, sir. I will not be fooled. Anyways, it is what it is. So now, as I said before, man, like for me, like all this shit just some fake outrage. Like y'all gonna hold a nigga accountable for some shit that this man don't even know nothing about. And the niggas who complain about it, they're not even on code they goddamn self. Make it make sense. These are fighters, bro. Now, I didn't know. I will say this. I didn't know until Blue dropped it. I didn't know that Boots had reached out to Canelo. Now, if Boots reached out to Canelo, I'm like, oh, okay. So, I might be looking at that a little. That might be a little something extra that went along with that if what Boots is saying is true. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Either way it go, I don't give a damn. Me personally. Oh, somebody just sent me a video. Somebody just sent me a video. Oh, somebody sent me a Tank Davis video. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Nigga, I be hearing all this sweet shit these niggas be doing online and all this stuff they be saying online, just off code behavior. That's why I wrote down the word behavior. The code is very much entwined with behavior. That's why I put a star next to it. Code of conduct. What's your code of conduct? Well, my code of conduct is I don't like no nigga who don't like Devin Haney. What's your code of conduct? Well, my code of conduct is I don't like nobody who ain't meet Ryan Tank Davis. What's your code of conduct? My code of conduct is I don't like nobody who ain't praising Boots. What's your code of conduct? My code of conduct is I don't like nobody who ain't ride with Bud. Okay, what's your code of conduct? My code of conduct is I don't like nobody who don't believe that Canelo Alvarez is the greatest Mexican of all time. Okay, what's your code of conduct? My code of conduct is just drop the addy. I got shooters. You better not cut to the fight. You know what I mean? No, come to Chicago, come to New York. Come to Memphis. That's my code of conduct. True. I can't take these niggas serious. Dude say, Coach, man, you ain't mad about that, what Boots did? I say, for what? I'm not emotionally invested in that shit. I'm not even emotionally invested in it. To me, it's a nothing burger. Why is it a nothing burger? Shit, I automatically assume that, me personally, I'm just saying me, I automatically assume that Canelo and Boots is working together. Like you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Bernie. Bernie's my guy, but I don't agree with him on this. I can be all right with you and not agree. We just agree to disagree. What Boots did is treasonous. It's not treason. Like, I know what treason is. Like, how, they look at that like Boots betrayed his race. Like, how? Man, Boots betrayed his race. I'm like, dude, I think that's a little bit too much hyperbole. How? Y'all act like he working for y'all act like, yeah, man, he worked for the doggone, yeah, man, Jago Hoover. He part of the COINTELPRO. He the niggas who shot Malcolm on the stage. And he the one who told Martin Luther King to come on the balcony so he can get hit. And he the one that got all of, the Fred Hampton and all of the different Panther parties and different people in the Panther party got murdered. He the one set them up. He the black dude, the black FBI. Bro, like, I'm hearing all this crazy stuff. I'm like, damn, dog, all this for what? Like, bro, it ain't that serious, fam. We need 50 more likes. 50 more likes, I'll drop the phone line. It ain't that serious. Like, that just, me personally, I think that's just doing too much. Shout out to LaJessica. What's going on, sis? I'm just saying me. I mean, the hyperbole is, I'm like, damn, dog, like, you get what I'm saying? So, I totally agree with that. And I totally disagree. And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with it too. As I said before, Canelo got a bunch of black sparring partners. When Joe Sean, they had Joe Sean. I think Joe Sean. What about the black sparring partners? Again, I don't like this nigga like Jamel Charlo. I don't like Jamel Charlo. Give 25 fucks about him, his brother, his family. I don't give a damn. As I say, I don't care nothing about these niggas like that, bro. I'm telling you, and the reason why I say this is because a lot of these fighters, if you really got to know who they were and stuff like that, or you was around them, they won't even like you. Because these male fighters don't like you male groupies online. They don't like male groupies. And some of y'all are just so fanned out when it comes to a celebrity. Like, that's a boxer. You know, he got a level of celebrity. I'm like, y'all be so fanned out. Like, hell, even me, myself, I can't stand even be around a motherfucker like that. But I don't worship these fighters. I don't praise them. You get what I'm saying? It's just another day in the office to me. Get a nigga a pound, take a picture with him, keep it moving. I mean, you know what I mean? All that LA sucker nigga nutsacking is a little bit too much. I'm not saying that's what the people are doing. I'm just saying I'm using him like, y'all know, shoot, Lord have mercy. But I can do a show every day of the week just shitting on Ellie and make it funny. True. And make it funny. Literally. He too easy. That's too easy. Too easy. You know what I mean? But yeah, fam. So I mean, bro, it's a nothing burger, bro. Boost don't own old Terrence Crawford anything, and Terrence Crawford don't owe Boost nothing. Them niggas don't like each other. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying Bud don't like Boots. When I say them niggas, I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying Bud don't like Boots. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the sides of the street and this and that. If you on one side of the street versus the other side of the street, y'all ain't got no relationship. Y'all don't know each other. For me to be treasonous to you is for me to be close to you and then stab you in the back and betray you. Last I checked, Bud and Boots ain't close. I can see if Boots was a part of Terrence Crawford's team and then he left the team for some odd reason when he got kicked out or whatever, and then he started working with an opponent that Crawford was getting ready to fight, and he's spilling all type of secrets. Yeah, I've been around the nigga, and he did this and that, and yeah, and he did 25 push-ups, and he did 15 pull-ups with one arm with a 45-pound weight attached to his waist. So you got to get ready for that. And then another thing you got to get ready for, he doing push-ups on one finger, like Goku did on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, bro, they talking like it's a situation like that. These two dudes don't really, they don't really rock with each other like that. So you get what I'm saying? I'm saying that's how I look at it. That's just me. That's just my opinion on the situation. I'm not speaking for nobody. I'm not speaking for Team Crawford. I'm not speaking for Team Boots. I'm saying me on the outside looking in, motherfuckers hitting me up, asking me what I think about it, how I feel about it. I'm telling you what I think and how I feel. Simple as that. I'm addressing those who reached out to me saying that. I don't have any relationship with none of these YouTube channels. I ain't really got no friends like that on here, which I don't. I have some that, I talk to from time to time, but and they cool. They cool. It's something I talk to from time to time. They cool people. I never met them, but they cool people. But I'm not delusional to say that this guy's my friend or I'm his. You know what I mean? I'm not delusional on that. You know what I mean? Because I do know that niggas will be all right with you today, and they'll make videos about you dissing you tomorrow. Those are facts. Y'all in this chat, y'all don't see how many times y'all don't been on the YouTube channel, bro. Y'all check this out. Niggas talking about cold, right? I used to make jokes about this all the time. We need 25. We need 25 more likes. I'll drop the phone lines. I used to make jokes about this all the time, right? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I used to make jokes about this all the time, right? About motherfucker be like, yeah, I don't like that whole ass nigga Coach Malachi. I better not catch you over there. I better not catch you over there in this chat. Yeah. Oh, you's a moderator. How you a moderator on his channel and you a moderator on my channel? No, I saw you over there and you were leaving good comments. Matter of fact, I'm finna block fam. I'ma listen to these niggas. I'm the channel that say, look, man, if I got people who moderators from many different walks of life. They are subscribed to channels that I don't fuck with. They are subscribed to channels that don't like me. I don't care nothing about that. I can't, like, who am I to, we grown, dog. All of us are grown. You can watch whoever you want to watch. This ain't no dictatorship. Yeah, dog, I don't like that nigga Hobiz. I better not see you over there in Hobiz chat. Why you go watch Hobiz? I don't, you watching him ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't tripping. Oh, you was over there with Fag. No, you get what I'm saying? Like to me, bro, like, there are more important issues for me. There are more important issues than this shit. I'm going to Vegas. I'm looking to see a good fight. That's it. All the other shit I care less about. And as I said before, as it relates to the boot situation training with Canelo, I mean, to me, like, that's a gimme. I automatically would have thought that's what he would have did. Now, as I said before, Blue Bloods dropped a video yesterday basically informing the fans that, so he spoke to someone from, I think, who'd he say? Yeah, he said he spoke for someone from Canelo Alvarez's camp, and they informed him that Boots was the one that reached out to him, reached out to Canelo. Hey, man, I want to come in your camp and get you ready for Crawford, this and that, whatever. I don't know what the conversation was like, but you get what I'm saying? But that's what Blue said. Now I didn't know that. That's some information that he shared that I didn't know about. But however, I mean, I don't think nobody owes anybody any loyalty in boxing. Like, this is not the 70s or the 60s. This is not the era where you had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, entertainers like Isaac Hayes and Lou Rawls. And this is not that era of boxing. I'm black and I'm proud. Them days is dead. This is the skinny jeans, the I got shooters, the kissing niggas in the mouth, to threatening other people who look like you online. Bro, do you know why I don't respect? Do you know why I don't respect a lot of these fighters? I'm gonna tell you why. They say they have a code of ethics, but they don't. You can have a motherfucker like a Ryan Garcia and a Teofimo Lopez come online, call black fighters all types of monkeys, N-words, all kind of stuff. And I told y'all. And the black fighters take up for Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. And I told y'all, I said, once I saw that told me everything I needed to know. I don't hold these fighters to that regard. This ain't the Ali era, bro. This ain't the Jim Brown era. This the skinny jeans, kissing niggas in the mouth, purse wearing, fingernail painting era of American boxing. You cannot hold the skinny jean era to a code. You cannot hold the buck dancing Chicken George era of boxing to a code. You cannot hold the Sambo era of boxing to a code. To try to hold the only code that they understand is skinny jeans, kissing boys, dissing each other, threatening people who look like them online, telling them what cities they better not come to, cities that they don't own. This is that era, fam. These niggas don't know nothing about no damn code. True. Let me go ahead and drop the phone lines, man. We got enough lights, man. Phone lines open, man. Y'all call the show, man. And tell me, what do you think?
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from? hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man. Shout out to C Urban the Wiz.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
C Urban said, hell no, he didn't break a code. Canelo been working with Bozy. He said Canelo been working with Bozy Gym, sparring his sons. To me, this is just added slander. Bud won't fight him anyways. Bud didn't keep a code to make a fight with Boots. But not only that, but we see this is where you're wrong at. This is where you're wrong at. This is where you're wrong at right here. Boots had a few times to fight Bud. If you being honest. He had a few times to fight him. When he was with the WBO, he moved out of the WBO. But then he had an opportunity to fight him at BLK Prime. That was the first guy who had a shot at fighting Bud. That was the first fight that Zab Judah, because Zab Judah is the president of BLK Prime. That's the first fight they tried to make. I got the video where Bozy said, yeah, BLK Prime reached out to us, but I'm loyal to my man, Showtime, Stephen Espinosa. That's what Bozy said. So I don't go by what no fans say. I'm telling you what Bozy said. I got the video. He could have fought that man. And then Bozy said in that same video, well, see, we ain't got no contract with Showtime. So we ain't got no paperwork, but I want to be loyal to them. That's what he said. So Boots wasn't being loyal on the code trying to fight Bud. If you listen to Team Boots, and I'm assuming you Team Boots, they said, yeah, Bud dunked Boots. That's a lie. I said that. Greg Hackett disagreed. I said it was shit. You know, they use Boots. They use, in my opinion, they use Terrence Crawford name to build his profile. I stand on that. I got videos to back it. Eddie Hearn right now still talking about, yeah, Boots, we're gonna try to fight. We fighting Terrence Crawford and all this stuff there. He's still doing that shit. That's Eddie Hearn. I can pull up videos Stephen Espinosa, whatever on the PBC days, I'm like, what I'm saying, I got the receipts, the videos. So it is what it is. I mean, whatever side a nigga on, Bud don't own no motherfucking Boots nothing, and Boots don't owe Bud nothing. So it is what it is. Again, like me personally, like I said, me personally, I'd give 25 fucks. Myself, I really don't give a damn. Shout out to Bay Area Business.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. Salute to you, fam. He said, what up, coach? Salute to you, fam. Let's get a Super Chatters a round of applause.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it ain't no code on this shit. It's one group of niggas who like a certain fighter over another group of niggas who like another fighter. That's all that shit is. Simple as that. Simple as that. You got, let me show you how off code this is. Since you talking about the code. Show you how silly these niggas is with this code shit. Last time I checked, Boots is a black fighter and Terrence Crawford is a black fighter. If you pro Boots, you hate Terrence Crawford. Niggas be saying all kind of slick shit in videos, saying all kind of shit. And Boots team as well. And then on Crawford's side, if you team Crawford, you're going to have people saying all kind of slick shit about Boots. If you're on that side of the fence. But both of them black. What part of the code is that? True. Both sides is black. What kind of code is that? You see that shit right here You see that shit right here on YouTube. Literally. Hey, shout out to Reggie Owen. Reggie, what's going on, fam? You see that shit right here on YouTube. Shout out to Lisa Bells. I mean, one thing about I'm gonna call, hey, Mr. Samarican, what's up, fam? I'm gonna call a spade, fam. I'm gonna call a spade. I'm team right. I'm not team D riding. I'm not team I want to be down. I'm not team say what the group. If it's a bunch of people hating on one fighter, let me jump on them and hate on them because everybody else hating on them. That's not me. I'm team right. I'm going to call it the way I see it. I'm going to call it down the middle. I'm going to be as objective as possible. Cause you know what I mean? I'm going to be as objective as possible. That's me. I'm going to always be like that. And I don't give a fuck about being a nigga friend. I got enough friends. True. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck about being a nigga friend. I have enough of them. I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Green Eyes Pete. Lisa Bell's in the building, man. New Jersey is here. And Lisa in the building. Yeah. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Chris calling from Philly.
Chris calling from Philly. Talk to me.
I think I agree with you with a lot of what you said just about the era of boxing. I don't even think it's just boxing. It's a sports era, the whole entertainment era. You know, Malcolm X said a long time ago, if you're looking for entertainers and athletes to be your leaders, you lost, right?
Yeah.
Now, this go down to whether you agree with what Kaepernick did or not, like trying to make something seem like somebody's breaking a code. It's not a code that these athletes abide by. These athletes abide by getting paid the most money that they can make to put on for their family. You know what I mean? And then not even just talking about a code, like you said, neither one of them guys owe each other anything. Bud don't owe Boots nothing. Boots don't owe Bud nothing. So if Boots gonna go spark Canelo, in my eyes, it's a benefit for him because you just moved up to a new weight class and you could go get sparring from one of the best boxers in boxing. You know what I mean? So for Boots, it's a win-win. For Canelo, it's a win-win. Whether people think that Boots fight similar to Bud or not, you know what I mean? It's good sparring work for both of them. So, you know what I mean? Whatever code people want these athletes to abide by or whatever, like, y'all got to really understand what world we living in. And these dudes don't speak up for black people. They don't speak for black people. It really ain't no spokesperson for black people. The people that jump out as spokespeople end up asking you for cash apps and Apple Pays and all kinds of money to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is the era in the world that we live in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we got to keep sports. You know what I mean? And fans can want to have their rivalries or anything like me. I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a fan of Boots. I'm a fan of Crawford. I'm a fan of Canelo. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of boxing in general. You know what I mean? So what these dudes do on their own time, who they sparring and whatever, like that my bottom line with boxing is put on a good fight. That's my bottom line. Now when the good fights stop happening, then I'll start looking at boxing a little different and stuff like that. But for the most part, the fans and people who like y'all looking too deep into stuff. You know what I mean? Like when we talk about a code, let's talk about something that's really meaningful because it ain't a boxer walking around right now that's going to save black people as a whole from Philly to Georgia to California or anywhere in the United States of America. You know what I mean? Like that's just it's absurd that the conversation got to that point.
Hey, Chris, you know what? I feel so silly talking about this shit, bro. Like I'm being honest with you, fam. Like, you know, I supposed to did a show on this topic last week when it dropped. I didn't want to do the video. I dropped the video. You know what I mean? And but I'm just saying, I feel so, bro. It's so dumb because, like you said, fam, like ain't none of these dudes on that code. They know they can't even spell Neely Fuller Jr. let alone talk about a code. Right. The code is I want to make as much money as I can and look out for me and my family or whatever the case may be. And that's it. There's no group code or, and then the guys who do say, look, I'm the leader of the black community or whatever, they end up scamming. They end up scamming them. So come on, fam.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. So, it's just like you said, like it's something silly to talk about because of the state that boxing conversations is in right now. I mean, dudes wear two left shoes out the house and he ducking such and such because he ain't want to put on his right shoe. It's like, it's just the state of boxing commentary right now is so crazy that this is a conversation and it's idiotic. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I was calling him to say. I just think it's crazy that how people is talking about this right now.
All right, shout out to Chris, man. Philly, stand up. Yeah, I'm glad that brother called from Philly. Yeah. Listen. I'm glad that brother called from Philly. Hey, shout out to Chris, man, for calling the show. Hey, look here. This dude here from Philly, is he on code?
I got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate my ninja, because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut Cocoa Brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King, ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop playing. Yo, shout for season, man. Shout for season, man.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, like you said, it's just so silly. Like you just said, it's so silly that you had to talk about it. Like you said, you made a video. You didn't even really want to do on a show about it.
Yeah.
It's so preposterous that they even bringing this point up, because it's just like you said, stay on code was a financial thing or whatever, or something that benefits the black community. And the people who go around saying it is just like, you out scamming black women for $500 a day. That's the people who run around talking about who need to stay on code. And that's what, like Minister Farrakhan gave that speech at one time. He said, I'm not a racist. He said, I'm not going to get in the way of love if a black man marries somebody else. He said, I just said I wanted a black man to marry a black woman because I feel like the black woman needs a black man. So to me, it's just like, people take stuff and they twist it, as you know from your teachings, like very well, like what the point of it was. And like you said, I'm just sitting back and watching a boxing match. Like, this hasn't gone through the Senate and changed, what's it called? This hasn't created a Greenwood district in every city in America and made sure that everybody can open a food truck or bring their ideas to that area. Like, it's just not that serious. It's boxing. So I'm glad that brother called in. I'm glad you doing it to address it, Coach. But at the same time, it's just like people get so silly with this. And on the other side of it, the people who do it the most, like the brother said before, is the people who scam people the most. So that's all I really got, Coach. It's ridiculous.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Corey, man. Salute. Yeah, just me. I just think a lot of the stuff is just disingenuous. You know what I mean? I don't want to say disingenuous. I want to say it's misplaced. I think the people who feel that way, they honestly do feel a certain type of way about Boots, saying he betrayed this and his race and all that stuff there, and and the Mexican will never do that to us, and that's it's the craziest thing because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Terrence Boyd Crawford have Mexican fighters that's in his team. Matter of fact, I think he do. And I don't, are they looked upon as being against the code? But that's dealing with Mexicans. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, it just, bro. I think it's misplaced. I think it's misplaced. I think the word off code and sellout and treason, I don't agree with those terms. I just think it's just misplaced. I mean, it is what it is. Like you're dealing with a group of people who don't even know what the hell a code is. What code you talking about? Code enforcement? I mean, if they're not listening to Tariq Nasheed or Jason Black or Professor Black Truth or hell, even a Dr. Umar, any of these guys, I says that they know what a code is. And then even when you listen to those guys, the code is subjective based on what they can agree upon. Because whether you FBA or ADOS or Pan-African or conscious community or whatever school of thought you come from, all those guys don't get along with each other. And all of them probably have differences of opinion when it comes to the code. And if you mess around and get somebody mad, they're going to make a video dissing you. They're going to start talking bad about you. I'm this group, fuck that group, but both of y'all look the same. Ain't that off code? Like, bro, it ain't nothing but off code behavior. So I'm like, I can't even have a discussion with you about the code, nigga. You ain't know what the code is. I hear a whole lot of people talking about the code, but they don't even know what the fuck it is. I just read to you what it was. My opening money log that I wrote today. Call what's your name? You called it from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Coach Ed from ATL.
Coach Ed, talk to me.
What's going on, brother? Hey, like you said, man, there's so many different codes, and I say that with an S in our community. We got the code of the streets. It's Fulio on code. If I speak out against Fulio, I'm a coon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. Yeah. Am I right or wrong? They're gonna call me a coon, right? Yeah. Oh, you hating on the young brother. Yeah. You hating on the black man getting his money. You a coon. It was a verse in the rap song Self-Destruction said, I never had to run from a Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Now that's self-destruction. Now in today's time, that would be coon lyrics right there. So like, what is it, man? It's like, it's crazy, man, for these brothers just to pick on this one guy, Boots, and try to hold him to this standard that really doesn't exist because it's too much hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, the same people that were talking about Boots, the same one that were calling Terrence Crawford top ranked Toby. Talking about the man's family, talking about this. Bro, how can you make it make sense? I thought women and children were off limits. You remember in Scarface what the man said? I told you no kids. I told you no kids. That was the street code. Yeah. Women and children, we don't do stuff. If a man's out there with a woman and children, we ain't gonna go out there. They ain't got no code. Even street dudes ain't got no code. They robbing women, they robbing children. Come on, man, we ain't doing. They shooting up neighborhoods and stuff. We ain't doing that kind of stuff. Even you had beef with a guy, you say, look, it's a time and the place right now in the time. So you see, they have we got people going to funerals, bro. Shooting up funerals. What kind of code is that?
You're shooting up funerals. No, hold on. Not only that, the shooting up funerals, and then hold on. What you said? You said something about damn, I forgot. What you said before that? Before the shooting up funerals?
Well, you got shooting up birthday party. You see women and children out there, man. You like.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. In the street, hold on. There is no code because it's talking about the code of the street. What happened when the dude get caught and he looking at a lot of time in the white folks courtroom? What'd he do? He started talking.
Tell it.
He snitched. The street code. So there's no street code. There's no there's no compensatory code. There's no code. It's Floyd Mayweather said it best. Floyd Mayweather, I got this, I got that. I just bought me a new jet. Like Floyd Mayweather's code is make as much money as I can, brag to everybody who look like me that I got the money and they don't have it, and I'm living well and you're not. So that's his code. Like everybody who look like you ain't you.
Fact. I mean, if I'm sticking by the code, I mean my dollar's supposed to bounce in my community 8 times. So I ain't supposed to spend no money with nobody else. No matter this brother may be trying to charge me an arm and a leg, I got to let this brother stick it to me because I got a shot with a brother so that I can get a better deal over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which one is it, man? It's too much hypocrisy. Like I said, they doing it for the content. I think Boots right now is just a popular guy to jump on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody down on him right now. It's his turn. If you notice, every fighter has had a turn. So it was Bud. Then it was Arrow. When Arrow got knocked out, everybody jumped on Arrow. Then they jumped on Tank. Then with Devin Haney, they jumped on Devin Haney. Then they got on Shakur. Then they got on Floyd. And they just take now they on Boots. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Yeah, everybody catching strays, man. Everybody catching strays. So. Just want to know code and see something. Now Bill Cosby be on code. Yeah. They're called Bill Cosby a coon.
Man, Bill,
you coon. You ain't supposed to. Come on, man.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah. The dudes who on code get. I'm talking about the dudes who really on code. Like you say, they get defecated on, and the dude that's off code, they the ones selling. They the ones telling you what the code is or what it should be. I'm like, dude, fam, what part of the code is skinny jeans, fingernail polish, purses, lipstick? Writing your favorite fighter love letters, meat riding, knee pads. You're like, what part of the code is that? Because all I see is one group of fighters that's down with one group of fighters, one group of fans down with one fighter. That group, when that fighter got his fans, the other fighter got their fans, the other fighter got their fans, and they all talking trash and threatening each other and talking about each other online, and they look alike. But then that same group go to talk about codes, like you say. They will call him Terrence Crawford top rank Toby. That same group that called Terrence Crawford top rank Toby talked about how black his mama was, how black Terrence Crawford is, talked about his kids, the size of his baby mama. That same group is now talking about boosters off code. You can't make this up.
You can't make it up. I'm gonna let you go with this. Even Judge O'Brien got something called the man code.
Yeah.
If you familiar with him, he talking about a man code. We got to stand on your word. And your word used to mean something. Nowadays, it's just whatever. So everybody just doing whatever they feel is right. But at the end of the day, that's my call, Coach.
Absolutely, fam. Yeah, I can't. You get what I'm saying? Look, bro, listen, man. I just gotta call it like it is. Like this is just, again, I'm not telling nobody not to feel the way they want to feel. And as I said before, I am not pro Bruce Ennis. I don't know nobody on this team. I don't care nothing about nobody like that on this team. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know the nigga at all. Don't care nothing about the interview. None of that. You know what I mean? But I gotta call a spade though. I gotta call a spade in this one. Like, man, that's some bullshit, man. I ain't that. I'm like, that's some bullshit. Then he can do what the fuck he want to do. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Mitchell from Chicago.
Mitchell, talk to me.
Yeah, I don't think Boots in the wrong. I think it's a hustle, this whole on code thing, because if you think about it, if you are a boxing supporter, no matter who you support, I just seen recently Bill Haney called ESPN the plantation, but when were they the plantation? Were they the plantation after your son signed to them or before? If you're a supporter of Deontay Wilder, when he fought ESPN, if you paid for pay-per-view, Bob Arum made off of that. So are we supporting racism and everything? You can't be a boxing supporter. And yes, racism does exist, true enough. But if you are buying these pay-per-views, you're supporting racism, according to you. If we labeling people and identifying them as whatever, you can't give them your money and still, play victim. Do you think I got a wrong approach, Coach, or what do you think about what I said?
What you talking about? Because you said a couple of things. You spoke about racism as well. What were you saying about racism again? I want to make sure I understand you correctly.
As far as like we identify these promoters and like Bill Henry recently, he just said ESPN is a plantation, and we call these promoters Bob Merrim and Eddie Hearn racist. But if we're using our money,
when did he say that? He said that recently.
Yes.
He said it on Twitter.
With when him and Brian Norman was going back and forth like a day or two ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, and we call Bob Arum and all these other people racist. But what are we as a consumer? If that's the case, if we identify them as that, what are we as a consumer by buying the pay-per-views? Because they're eating off that dollar, the $80 pay-per-view. They're eating off of that.
Well, the consumer, the consumer doesn't see it that way. The consumer, you're gonna spend money on things that you see that you may deem as having value. That's what people spend their money on. The value is I'm getting the entertainment that I want to see. I'm getting the fights I want to see, and I deem it appropriate for me to spend my money to watch it. As it relates to Bill Haney, he's saying that what he said, Top Rank is racist. ESPN, he said ESPN is racist.
No, he didn't say race. He called them a plantation.
A plantation.
When Brian Norman just did his re-signing, he said that he was saying he went back to the plantation. Like, why did he re-sign? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That's what Bill Haney said, huh? Went back to the plantation, huh?
Yeah. So you remember Wilder and Fury had a trilogy, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So everybody was talking racism, but you can't be a supporter of 3 fights in a row. My whole thing is, if Bob Arum is this, you just paid for 3 fights. So is this a hustle? Is the own code a hustle, or do you really believe that? Because you can't monetize a racist and then get on here and tell us to be on code. That don't make sense.
Man, I can't. Yeah, you trying to get me to make sense out of nonsense. I don't know how to, brother. But shout out to Mitchell, man. Shout out to stand up. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that Bill Haney and Brian Norman was going back and forth. You know what I don't do? I'll call it. Hold on. I don't. I got to listen to it to hear the context of what Bill was saying. I look at Brian Norman and Bill Haney and Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. situation is this. This is how I look at it. It's 2 black men fighting each other. And instead of, because most of Brian Norman fans are newfound fans are black, more than likely, and Devin Haney the same. And instead of both black groups coming together to be like, yeah, man, both of the brothers getting the bag, because Devin Haney have a radical element of fans. He has a radical element of fandom that comes out of the LDBC. And the thing with Bill is Bill Haney knows how to play both sides of the coin. So I have a good understanding of Bill. Well, just pretty much how he is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I know him, but he does a good job because he panders. He has to pander. He's gonna pander to his base. He's gonna pander to his base. You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna pander to his base. We're gonna use those cheap words. Yeah, see, that was the plantation, see, and what we got, and yeah, man, see, that was the plantation, dog. And then that's gonna resonate with low people who operate on a low vibrational tone. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right. It's the plantation. And why the hell you gonna re-sign this and that and yada yada yada? These are the same niggas who got jobs who work for the white man. True. Yeah, nigga, resign. He went to the plantation. Where you finna go at? Yeah, I got to go to work, dog. Who you work for? Oh man, I work for goddamn. I work for goddamn Charlie, man. I work for the Charlie. You work for the Charlie? Yeah, my old Charlie, man. Over there, man. I can't stand that cracker, man. Charlie, man. That cracker Charlie. Can't stand that cracker Charlie. I got to go to work, dog. So let me get this straight. So you're getting mad at Brian Norman Jr. for re-signing with Top Rank, and you're saying that he resigned to the plantation while in one breath, but at the same time, you finna go work for the Charlie. Make it make sense. True. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling for Chicago.
What's your name is?
I'm calling for Chicago.
Kevon?
Kevon.
All right, talk to me, brother.
Yeah. Coach, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna call in real quick because, man, I can't stand that. Oh, he going against the coach. They act like Bruce Ennis was in Bud camp and was working with Bud, then went over there to Canelo to work with Canelo to give Bud like some fucking shit or whatever. Like, bro, chill the fuck out. This is boxing, man. I'm tired of all this fake woke shit. These fake ass Wakanda niggas like Umar. Umar was just a silly nigga in a dashiki, nigga.
Yeah.
Trying to build the school off the fucking pyramid scheme and doing all this. Oh, for the black women, for the black women. But you got a whole baby mama and no kids to fucking, and your daughter out here exposing you on the internet and shit. And it's just like, bro, boxing they got too toxic. These niggas be acting like they be dating the boxers. Shit. Well, my fighter did this and man, fuck that. You act like I'm training this nigga. Just sit back in my seat, nigga. Hey, bro, like,
hey, you got me the Bluetooth?
Into these niggas. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you gotta take my Bluetooth. I can barely hear you.
Oh, but yeah, I'm like, bro, I don't even know like what got into boxing. Like these niggas became cheerleaders and shit. They be sassy as hell. Like when they box or die, they act like they dog done died and shit. Now they dissing these people on the internet and shit. Like, bro, sit your sassy ass down, G, and just let these niggas. Don't get me wrong. Like people would glue that tank fight. Like, come on, gang. Like we saw where the world going. Niggas don't want. Everybody doing this shit for real. Niggas just trying to get the bag and get gone. If your old ass still stuck in your ways, they go turn on Netflix because they gonna be the same ones watching that shit. The same niggas out here talking about, oh, we need to do this, y'all. Like, right on Netflix, so bloody old niggas talking about, damn, Tank should be fine, so cool. Tank ain't did this, man. Shut the fuck up. You ain't did shit. I don't know, cause I'm just tired of all these running ass niggas in Boston. G, just enjoy the shit, man. Like, these some bunch of good old ass niggas, like, man, this is the new age of streaming. You gonna get a Tank versus motherfucking Jake Paul. We got a Fairy versus fucking Ngannou. Yeah, so I don't know. That's all I have to say, Coach.
That's new, fam. Hey, hey, listen, there is no group of people that's on no goddamn. Well, you know. Now, hold on. Let me tell you something. I'm talking about as a whole. As a whole. I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on, let me tell y'all something. Caller, hold on. You know who on code? Politicians, lobbyists, businessmen. In business, they have a code of ethics as it relates to doing business. Some of them. A lot of them do unethical stuff, but for the most part, yeah. Politicians have a code. Democrats and Republicans. No matter who you vote for, you're going to get the same outcome and result. Both of them on the same team. You think you're on the right team, though. I know you do. Yeah, I know you think you're on the right team. Trust me. Yeah, you're right. You are on the right team. To this day. You get what I'm saying? Politicians have a code. The Jewish community have a wonderful code. The Jewish community code so strong. Bro, they got a code so damn strong, bro. The Jewish community money flips, rotates 8 times in the community before it leaves the community. Meaning, when they make money, preferably if they don't work for a Jewish company, but if they make money from their job, they make sure that when they spend their money, they're spending it on another Jewish company. Hopefully, we got a Jewish brother who owns an apartment complex that we living in. But if not that, when I go buy me a car, I'm finna go get it from a Jewish dealership. When I go to the dentist, I'm going to a Jewish dentist office. When I go to the bank, I'm keeping my money in a Jewish bank. When I go to the grocery store, I'm going to a kosher grocery store. And then that kosher grocery store make sure they spend their money with the Jewish doctor and the Jewish banker and the Jewish, you know what I mean, car lot. And then the Jewish car lot make sure he spend his money with the Jew. You get what I'm saying? They keep that going. That's a hell of a code. And they know how to control politicians, lobbyists. Lobbyists know how to control politicians because everything is for sale. The real people who practice the code right in our face, we don't even realize it. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach? It's Freddie from East Oakland. How you doing today, man?
Hey, you got me on Bluetooth?
No, I got you on the phone.
Okay, cool. Freddie from East Oakland. Talk to me, brother.
Okay, look. Did booth editors break the code? Man, okay, how can I say this without sounding racist? I'm gonna be honest though. I think he did though, dog.
What's the code?
Well, listen, it's some Mexican fighters, right? Probably don't fuck with Canelo, but they won't help Crawford beat Canelo. They won't do that. You know what I mean?
Crawford have Mexican fighters in this camp right now as we speak.
He do?
Yep.
But he got. I'm saying, but as good as do he got like Virgil Ortiz or like
he ain't got no Virgil Ortiz. No, he ain't got Virgil Ortiz, but no.
Yeah, see, Booth's like a world class fighter. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But how many world class fighters
that are Mexican? I see what you're saying. You're saying at the level of fighter that Boots is. Are there any Mexican fighters that are on that level from a talent standpoint, like a Virgil Ortiz, that will say, "Hey, Bud," who will call Bud and say, "Bud, look here, man, I want to join your camp and help you prepare to beat Canelo." Because from what Blue Bloods told me, not told me, my bad. From what Blue Bloods dropped, he has a lot of sources from what I'm hearing, but he said that somebody from Canelo's camp reached out to him and told him that Boots is the one that reached out to Canelo to offer his services.
Oh, wow.
So do you look at that as being worse, or do you still how do you feel about that?
I think Boots kind of like lightweight hate a little bit on Crawford. I don't know, man. That kind of sounds kind of like weird, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or do he need the money? He don't need the money. I think he getting like 10 racks a foreign sector. That's some good money. It's like $10,000 to $8,000 for a foreign section.
Yeah, somewhere like 10,000. Well, probably for somebody like a Boots, probably anywhere from $8,000 to $9,000 to $10,000, that's a lot of money for sparring.
Yeah. Hold up. Crawford had a good fighter, a good Mexican fighter, and he said he was only there for like a week. I forgot his name though. You know who I'm talking about? It's you talking
about Lester?
Oh, Crawford. He had a good sparring partner.
Yeah,
like a good world class Mexican.
No, but are you talking about Lester? You talking about? I'm talking about the Mexican fighter. You talking about his name Lester?
I don't know. That's his name.
Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about. I'm not sure, but
but I don't know, man. But like as far as with Tank Davis, no, I don't know what to say about that man. Though. I mean, I want to see him fight Roach. You feel me? But I guess he's going after the bag. But I was a Tank fan. I really was. But I used to like really be a real Tank fan. But like sometimes you see things, man. It's like, oh wow, like I don't know, man. You feel me? But yeah, it's all good though. But yeah, Coach, man, you stay smooth, man. And God bless you, dog, fam.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, I thought my remote was coming out. How much goddamn remote? Like, how does goddamn remote be? Just got my doggone remote. Seemed like it was finna come. I'm like, damn, all right, my bad. I'm tripping. Got that remote came out. I must not remote, my bad. I'm talking about the microphone. I'm talking about the remote. And y'all know I'm on the stick icky. Y'all know I'm on stick icky.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
I ain't gonna lie. I wanna burn another one. Shit, I'm buying this motherfucker, man. Shit, I need to burn 2 today, boy. I'm like, damn, I got another one. Another one right there. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It ain't no like this shit, like this shit too easy. This shit like taking care of a baby. Like it ain't. Like who's following Neely Fuller's code? Who's following the code, bro? Ain't none of these niggas Jason Black. Ain't none of these niggas Tariq Nasheed, or ain't none of these niggas Dr. Frances Cress Wellsing, RIP to her, or Neely Fuller, or you get what I'm saying? Ain't none they Carla, hold on. I mean, you know, you get what I'm saying? Ain't like, bro, I'm telling you the era that we in, and I don't look at these guys like that. I just think that, you know, these guys don't know what a code is, fam. Like, these dudes don't know that shit, man. They don't know what that is, and you know, I just feel that you can't hold him accountable to something like that. I mean, if he reached out to Canelo, now if he reached out to Canelo, I'm kind of like, damn, okay, I ain't know that now. You know what I mean? So, you know that then that might be something else. That might be something else if he reached out to Canelo. So that might be something else with it. But I mean, it is what it is. Either way, the reason why, Carla, hold on. The reason why I'm not tripping is because it is. If I'm Saul Canelo Alvarez and I'm fighting a fighter named Terrence Bud Crawford, and the perfect person that I can think of, because a lot of people on that side compare him to Crawford all the time. His whole career, they've been comparing him, well, not his whole career, but a good portion of his career, they compare him to Crawford. Why? Because he's a switch hitter. The switch hitting aspect is why they kept, you get what I'm saying? That's it. Boots would be the perfect one I would call. I'm just saying me. So to me, that's a gimme. If you know what I mean? And especially if you got people in Boots' family that's been sparring with Canelo for years, you get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Carla, what's your name? You call it from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, man. You know, this cold shit is crazy, man. You know, nobody's up no cold. You know, some people feel, I don't know, they're under the they act like they've never seen a brother at Canelo's camp before, you know? Preparing him for a fight. That don't mean shit, man. But yeah, if Boots did reach out to Canelo and offer his services, that is kind of weird, man. You know, I really don't know what to say, but it feels weird. But I don't know. You know, my opinion, I see two fighters working in the gym, you know, getting ready for a huge fight, a huge payday. You know, I don't care who Canelo's sparring. I don't care who Bud is sparring. What I care about is what's going to happen in Las Vegas, September 13th. You know what I mean? I'm not focused on that. You know what I mean? All that other shit, man, it's a waste of energy, bro. I'm not going to do it. You know, some people want to talk to me about it. I'm like, bro, it's just two dudes getting some work in, bro. That's it. You know what I mean? The color of the skin shit don't matter, bro. You know what I mean? These are paid fighters. They're trying to be the best man they can possibly be for fight night. That's how I look at it. So, you know, I just tell the people, man, just enjoy the fucking fight, man, when it happens. You know? That's all, Coach. That's all I got, man. Respect from New York, bro.
Absolutely, fam. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because like with me, once this fight over with, I'm moving on to the next fight. Like I always do the rest of the fights. It's just another fight for me. I'm gonna be in Vegas. I ain't gonna see none of these fuck niggas who be in the chat threatening niggas, hollering about what they gonna do when they see a nigga. I'm gonna be in Vegas. And after that, we moving on to the next fight. Same shit we've been doing since I've been on here. All the virtue signaling and the other shit, I have to give a damn about that. True. Yeah, I really don't care, dog. I don't care. I swear I don't care. Shit, I'm gonna get my money regardless. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mr. Goose to you, Coach. What's up?
Mr. Goose, talk to me, brother.
Hey, I'm just trying to see what you coming in town this week, bro.
No, I ain't gonna be there.
No,
I ain't gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there, fam.
Oh, okay. I was just checking to see if that's what you was gonna do, man. You know we like to get you right, man.
Yeah. But I know y'all got that gas. But y'all got that gas, boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you right. You know I'm trying to get you right. But no, Coach, man, I just want to take up on you, man. No, I hope to see you in Vegas, man.
Yes, sir. I'll be there for sure, fam.
Okay, man. Just one love, man. Checking out on you.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, shout out to Mr. Gooch, man. Yeah, man. Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. You know what I mean? The drop the what they call them, the drop the Addy boys. You know what they need to do? They need to come out. They need to come out with a group. They need to come out with a group on YouTube called the Drop the Addy Boys. Listen, they need to come out with a group called the Drop the Addy Boys. Hold on. Hey, listen, shout out to Michael Johnson. Hey, okay. For dropping that. Damn, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Yeah, nigga, drop the Addy. Well, listen, I'm giving y'all some game right now. Come up with a group right now. Drop the Addy Boys. That's it. Drop the Addy. Yeah, drop the Addy boy. Yeah, what we yeah, nigga, we drop the Addy boys, nigga. What's happening, boy? I told you, boy. Did I tell you we were pulling up? Now what? What you got to say now? Hey, I'll call. Hold on. He said, Coach, you're a real. He said you're a real. What you say? He said you're a comic real funny niggas. He said the Jim Brown era or the skinny jean era. He said comedic genius, historically on point. He say stay real. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, you get what I'm saying? This what I see. Hey, Michael, I think they confusing the Jim Brown era, with they're confusing the skinny jean era with the Jim Brown era. This not that era, fam. This ain't that era. This not it, bro. This a whole nother, bro. What came after that era? You see, this is the direct result of it. Listen, shout out to OBW Stretch. Okay. Jumping out $2 super chat. He said, I've been trolling a little, but I get a pass. He said, but I get a pass in Nevada. He said, but I get a pass in Nevada? Question mark? What do you mean? A pass for what? What are you talking about? OBW Stress, what you talking about, fam? Are you talking about trolling me? Oh, yeah, I mean, if you talking about me, I ain't tripping on that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man. We gonna be deep. We gonna be deep out there in Vegas, man. I ain't tripping, fam. I ain't tripping, brother. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this Mason from Flint, Michigan. What's going on, bro?
Man, Mason, what's up, bro?
Man, ain't much, man. Just sitting back, rolling one up, man. Just got off that plantation. You know what I'm saying? Just got off that plantation. You know what I mean? Niggas is fucking nuts, bro. Niggas is nuts.
You can't make this up.
So, man, you can't make this shit up, man. Did you know when this fight first got announced that Blue Blood Sports TV made a video saying that Canelo should reach out to Boots for sparring because he can mimic that style the best?
I remember.
Did you know that?
I remember that. I think I remember that. I forgot about it until you just said something. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that video. What's the name of the video? I forgot the name of the video.
The nigga makes so many videos.
Yeah, he make a million videos.
50 videos a day.
That is true.
So I was trying to go back and find this shit just to make sure what I was about to say was accurate. But the nigga, when the fight first got announced, this nigga made a whole 5-6 minute video saying that Canelo should reach out to Boots because Boots can mimic that style with the switch hitting.
I think I remember that video.
Crawford. Yeah, I know I'm not tripping because I consume this content all day, every day because I drive. So I'm always on the road. I can't watch it visually, but I can click it and, let it play through the Bluetooth. So I say all that to say this. How the fuck you gonna tell the nigga to go do some shit and then the nigga go do some shit and you say the nigga off cold? These niggas is ridiculous, bro. These niggas ridiculous, bro.
That shit. I'm trying to think, dog. I think I do. I think I saw that video. I think I remember that. That's what I was saying in my mind. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Hey, Mason. I said, bro, that's second nature to. If I'm Canelo, that's the first dude I'm gonna call to come to my camp is Boots. You know, because of the type of opponent that don't fight him. You know.
and like you say, the niggas don't fight alike.
No.
But you can give Boots and give Canelo that look of seamlessly switching from orthodox to southpaw. That's it. That's it. That's fucking all.
Bro,
yeah, man, that nigga
bro, I find that video.
Man.
Hey, I find that video, dog. Hold on, man. Bro, I listen again. I don't want to say he made that video, but I swear, I think I remember him making that video, fam. I'm like, you know what? Wait a minute, hold on. I didn't realize it until you said it. Until you just said something, I'm like, damn. You know what? I think he did make that.
And if anybody in the chat, anybody, Green Eyes, Steeler,
y'all can find that video.
Anybody in the chat, if y'all seen that shit, can y'all please?
Y'all can find that video. Please send it to me. Please send it to me. You know what I mean? Y'all find that video. Send that motherfucker to me ASAP. Matter of fact, you can send it to me a couple of ways. Here go my Instagram. I gotta get everybody on Instagram. But yeah, but I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Are you sure he made? Wait a minute, fam. I'm sitting there thinking. Yeah, send me that video. Hey, you know what? I'm sitting there thinking, right? I'm sitting there thinking, damn, Mason. Boy, you don't crack the cake. Boy, goddamn, Mason. I'm glad you called, boy. Goddamn, Mason.
Man, that nigga's he's a clickbait genius, man. he's what Ron Boy called him, he's a vicious bammer too, man. That nigga out of pocket for the shit he be doing though. But that's my call, coach. I ain't gonna hold up the line.
I salute, fam. Hey, hold on, Dick. Hold on. Is that true, family? Is that true? Is that true, family? I'm trying to think, bro. I swear, I remember. I think I vividly remember. You know, Boost do make. I mean, Blue Bloods do make like 20 videos a day, so I just gotta bullshit. Blue keeping up with his quota, boy, from a financial standpoint. I give him that. But yeah, he do. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to think. Like, wait a minute, hold on. You know, wait a minute, he might have a point. Hey, shout out to Miss Felicia. Felicia, what's going on, Felicia? Wait a minute, he might. Hey, Ali saying, Coach, the video deleted. It's deleted for real? The natural say that makes a big difference. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just hey, he said roughly how long ago it was. Bro, man, you know what, man? Hey, Yuli, I don't remember, fam. I don't really know. You know, I don't want to say, you know, bro, somebody. Bro, somebody made it. Bro, now that I think about it, fam, somebody did make a video saying that. I didn't make a video saying it, but I was like, I know I said on the show, I'm like, shit, if I'm Canelo, that's who I call, because that's who everybody was comparing Boots to, was Crawford. So you get what I'm saying? Like for me, hey, what it say? The natural say deleted it. Oh, he deleted it. Oh, you say he got to the video seconds ago? Oh, he deleted it? No, man. Carlo, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this Coach Eddie 2 times.
Hey, Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Hey, you know, me being on the Boots and Ennis defense team and spin team, I'm going to see if I can spin this real quick, Coach. I got a good theory. But actually, it's not a theory. This is all fact what I'm about to tell you. I just got a call. Got off the phone call with Dr. Umar. And what it is that Boots is actually infiltrating the camp. So he's over there putting in work on Canelo, trying to damage Canelo to make it easier for Bud. You see what I'm saying? He's over there, you know, touching them, tenderizing the ribs and swelling his eyes up. You know, he's over there putting. So actually, he is on cold. See, he's like a Trojan horse. He was in there. And when he been on the phone with you know, with goddamn, you know, Benny the boxer, giving him all the details of the camp. You know, letting me know what Canelo was doing during you know, how he working, how he moving, if the legs is good. So actually, he in there doing Ken Crawford a service.
Okay. So Boost don't infiltrate it. You know, he don't infiltrate it and bringing the and bringing, you know, and bringing the information back to Crawford camp. Huh?
Exactly. If you know from that last video, you seen Canelo Alvarez, his eye was swollen up. You see, he had a swollen eye. See, Booth did that. So he actually softening the man up. So when Terrence get him, he can go ahead and do the job on him. So they collectively, they working together, hand in hand, old line versus new line, with the new line. You know what I'm saying? That's how I seen it, Coach. Now, Dr. Umar confirmed this. He let me know, because what it is, we can't have another. See, Terrence probably in the shop.
You know what? You know what?
We can't have the brothers in Chicago. What's up, Coach?
You might have a point, my brother, because Terrence Crawford and Jaron Boost Ennis did share the same manager in Cameron Duncan, brother. Cameron Duncan discovered Jaron Boost Ennis just like he did Terrence Crawford. So there's a possibility, my brother, that you could be on point with that. And if our good brother from Philadelphia has infiltrated the white man's camp in order to bring the information back to the brother, then, you know, that's a good thing. So maybe this could be a 52 fake out, like you saying, my brother.
All day, because Terrence Crawford is in the Shango shape, and we cannot have another brother fall victim to the loss on the national stage, the biggest Netflix. So Boost has been, not only he's been paid to infiltrate the camp by the Ennis. That's even better. So Boost is already softening the man up.
So you know what? Now it makes sense. When Blue Blood, shout out to Blue, when Blue Blood dropped this video yesterday saying that he got word from Saul Canelo Alvarez's camp that Boots reached out to Canelo in order to offer his services for sparring and stuff in preparation for the Crawford fight. Now that makes sense, my brother, because if Boots reached out, then that means that he did that for a reason. Him and Bud probably was on the phone. They probably told him, look here, baby boy, I need you to reach out to Canelo to infiltrate to find out what kind of moves he's going to be using during the fight. And then, now it makes sense, my brother. You thinking you're using your brain, Coach Eddie. You're using your brain.
Exactly. I know you could crack the code, because there is footage that Canelo Alvarez's eye is swollen up, and that's courtesy of Booth. So shout out to my brother Booth for staying on code.
All right, salute, man. Hey, bro. Hey, that's it. That's it. Hey, fam. My brother Noomsy, I think you have a point, brother. You know, my brother Noomsy. Hey, shout out to Byron. Hey, Drop that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, where is the line up? He said, where is the line out? He said, where was the line outrage from the aerosexuals about Spence helping Bud out in his camp? He said, where is the online outrage from the aerosexuals about Spence helping Bud out in his camp? I don't know what you mean, brother. You trying to did Spence say? Is Spence helping Bud? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, fam.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, hold on. Somebody sent me that video. Hold on, somebody said Blue. What Blue said? What? It's not Blue. Bill Haney. What Bill? Hold on. Let me see if I find Bill on Twitter. Bill said that the plantation. Goddamn Bill. Goddamn Bill hate it. Goddamn Bill, boy. Bill is funny to the motherfucker. Hey, hold on. This Bill, what he say? Brother, you re-signed back. You re-signed. He say, hey, hold on. Where's damn, where's that at? Yeah, I gotta find the video. I gotta find the video because I can't. I gotta find the video. I gotta find that video. What did he say? Too fast, too strong. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, somebody send me that video because I want to see that. But he say Bill told Brian Norman what he on the plant. Yeah, you re-signed back to the plantation. Hey, that's the shit we say without the nation, right? Yeah, brother, you on the plantation, brother. I'm out there selling dope, toting pistols. I'm like, okay, well, brother, we got to get a job. We got to work for somebody, man. I mean, so what you say? Yeah, brother, you on the plantation, brother. You know what I mean? All right, okay, so all right, so I'm an engineer. Can you refer me to any black businesses that engineer companies that I can go work for? Brother, I can't refer you to none, brother, but you on the plantation, brother. Okay, I'm on the plantation. Okay, but yeah, you gonna ask me for a donation. The money that I made from the plantation. Make it make sense. True. How you gonna make mockery of me for working for the white man in one breath, while at the same time asking me to donate some of the money that I work for on the white man's job to your cause? Oh, so you too good. So who you think you is, Dr. Umar Johnson? Oh, you the nigga from Philadelphia that's too good. That's too good to get a job. Brother, I would not get a job working for the white man. Yeah, but you went to the white man university to get a doctorate. Bro, like, I'm trying to, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm like, bro, you working, bro, like, all right, okay. Nigga, do you want a donation, yes or no? Yes, I want a donation. Now, you know I got to go back to the plantation in order to make the money so that I can give you the donation. You do know that now, right? I'm just, I'm just saying now, do you want the money or not? Yes or no? Because I got to go back to the plantation. The shit these niggas be saying, dog. The shit these niggas be saying, bro. It's just so funny to me. It's just so funny to me. Bro, I be sitting back like, because, from an intellectual standpoint, I'm so far ahead of these dudes. And I literally have to dumb myself down just to be able to, like, man, because I've been doing this shit for a long time. We talking about since 92, 93, 94. I'm like over 30 years deep in it. No Diddy. Like, this is just. Carter, what's the name you called from?
Yeah, this Byron Longmire, calling from Nashville, Tennessee.
Myron Longmire, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I was the one that sent you that message about why we're not hearing online about the outrage of Spence over in Buzzcast.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all haven't seen the video?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's a video. Yeah, it's online. It came on. I was watching it, and then your show came on. I popped off of it, and I can't seem to find it again. But it's on YouTube.
Okay.
But Spence was over in his cast. So because of all this outrage with Boots and everything, I'm just wondering why there's no outrage about that, since with the problems they had with everything you talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. Me personally, I don't see how. I didn't see the video, so I can't confirm nor deny what you're saying. But I don't see how. Again, like, I don't see what Errol Spence would be able to do to help Bud. I mean, he's a southpaw himself, and he does have a vicious body attack. Errol Spence got a vicious body attack now. He's relentless with his body attack. So, yeah, but outside of that, I really don't see what is it that he'll be able to help him with if that's the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but then they kind of broke down a few things. Being able to cut off the ring and uppercuts, something else they said. But that's, and then like I said, when your show came on, I just clicked that off and came back over here. Then I got talking about this, like, oh shit, when did he see this? So, but it's online somewhere. I can't say the name of the video, but it's on YouTube. So if you search it, research it, I'm quite sure you'll find it.
All right, thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much, Byron, man. I appreciate you, brother. Salute, fam. Nashville, Tennessee, stand up. Yeah, I didn't know. Hey, Yuli, hey, what you say, Yuli? Yuli said, Coach, what's your social media? I'm gonna drop 2 of them. I'm gonna drop the Twitter, and I'm gonna drop my Instagram. You want me to drop my IG? I'll drop my Instagram for you. Here you go, right here, fam. Here go my IG right here. You know what I mean? Hey, here you go. Damn, hold on. Let me see, can I pull you up? Yuli, shout out to, here you go, Yuli. I got you right here, bro. I got you right here, fam. Here I go right here. Hey, bro, listen, another thing I've been telling y'all. So we don't figure it out. We don't figure out what the code is. The code is, do you agree with me, yes or no? That's the code. The code is, do you like the same fight I like? Yes or no? The code is, you better not come to the fight. Yes or no? The code is, drop the addy and I got shooters. Yes or no? The code is, come to Chicago, come to Memphis. Yes or no? The code is, this my favorite fighter, and you better not say nothing about him. But I'm gonna talk about the fighter that you don't like. That's the code. So that's all that's going on. You got different groups. You know, the fighters are just the fighters. You know, the Buds, the Tank Davises, the Haneys, the Devin Haneys, the Brian Normans, the Jaron Ennis's, the Canelo Alvarez's, the Shakur Stevensons, the Abdullah Masons. Those are just the fighters. The Anthony Joshua's, the Tyson Furies, the Alexander Usyk. The fighters are just the fighters. The fans of the fighters are a whole nother element that really have nothing to do with the fighter, unless it's somebody that's a part of the fighter's camp. Unless it's somebody that's a part of the fighter's camp. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't a part of the fighter's camp, then you get what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So it's the, you know, the fighters and the fans are 2 different elements, because the fighter is not like Tank Davis. Tank Davis check this out. Tank Davis got tweets on his Twitter account talking about how he doesn't like meat riders. I don't like nobody meat riding and doing this and doing that. But he loved Ellie suck a nigga nutsack. True. But my point is this. My point is, you know, like, I keep telling y'all, these fighters do not like you male groupies. I was watching a video. Shout out to this brother. I'm gonna take the high road. Shout out to this brother. I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna be good today. Somebody sent me a video. I didn't see all of it because I saw him like yelling and screaming, and I just immediately bust out laughing. But I saw a video with BFTB, and I think he had Brian Norman Sr. on there, right? And you know, Brian Norman Sr., he go everywhere and he talk his trash. So if he ditch it, he gotta take it. I don't feel the need to, well, no, man, you know, I'm down with B. I gotta go defend him. Nah, Brian Norman Sr. talk a lot of shit. If you're gonna be on this YouTube streets talking shit, guess what? You're gonna have to deal with what come with it. He a grown man, he can defend himself. Bill Haney, same thing. I don't feel a need to have to defend Bill Haney, because Bill Haney put himself in those positions. Bill will go on anybody's platform who disrespect him or show him respect or whatever, and he want to smoke. That's who he is. It's not my job or duty to put on a suit and act as a defense attorney to defend Bill Haney or Brian Norman Jr. or any fighter. I'm not going to put on my defense attorney suit and be like, yes, Your Honor, order in the court. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. All right, be seated. Attorney, Attorney Coach Malachi, what do you have to say? Your Honor, my client, Your Honor, this is a travesty what's going on before this court, a travesty to my client. My client, Dr. Umar Johnson, Prince of Pan-Africanism, Ifa Tunde, Ogun, and Shango shape, from Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, is being framed. They say that black women have sent our brother over $2 million over the years for the school. But what they're not telling you, Your Honor, and members of the jury, is that the white man has been secretly sabotaging our good brother, Dr. Umar, for years. Every time that our brother receives a donation from the kindness of the heart of the people, he made a mistake in trusting the white man by depositing the funds of the people in the bank of the white man. Brothers and sisters, members of the jury, and Your Honor, it is my duty to defend my favorite fighter, to make sure that nobody attacks my favorite fighter, and to make sure, Your Honor, that everybody is on code. And the code is, I like the fighter, you gotta like the fighter. And if you don't like the same fighter that I don't like, then you not on code. And if you like a different fighter that I don't like, you not on code. I just said the same thing, but the opposite way. But if you like the same fighter I like, you are on code. When I ride on another fighter online, you got to ride with me. If I talk bad about Terrence Crawford, you got to talk bad about Terrence Crawford too. If I talk bad about Devin Haney, you got to talk bad about Devin Haney too. If I praise Javante Tank Davis, you got to praise Javante Tank Davis too. That's the only code I see going on online. True. That's the code. That's it. That's the code. No, we don't like Bud, so it's fuck Bud. We love Boots, so it's fuck Bud. We love Canelo, so it's fuck Bud. The nigga black, we don't like his mama. We don't like his kids. We don't like his girl. The nigga broke, he ain't got no money. And I'm sitting here, top rank Toby, and I'm sitting there looking like, okay, damn, okay, what's wrong with this nigga? Like, why? Okay, this nigga here is, why does he feel that way? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, why does he feel that way? Like, he's mad and, you know, and like some of the niggas I see talking, they are very, very bitter. And there's you could tell something going on with them in their lives that things ain't going right for them. Things ain't going right for them, right? Something going on in these guys' lives, and I'm like, damn, okay, shit. You know what I mean? You know, and I'm like, bro, I've heard, hey, shout out to Bruce Gas. What part of the code is this? I have heard people say, content creators, black content creators, say about another black content creator that he wished that Blue Blood Sports TV would commit a sexual act against Terrence Crawford by force. Sexual. SMEXUAL. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. And he said it with such vigor. Now, good thing is, the brother channel he said it on, the brother deleted the video, but he folded his channel and changed it to something else. But I'm like, bro, so the type of stuff that I be seeing, it's like, yeah, these niggas ain't no code. Hey, shout out to Shy Cool Hands. These niggas ain't no code. They ain't no code at all. You get what I'm saying? There is no code. Can't nobody who don't know what the code is or don't display the behavior of the code tell me that another fighter is off code. True. I'm just saying. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, hey, what you say, Miss Cotty? Miss Cotty she say, Coach, She-Block is going to text you at midnight. You're talking about his boo. Oh my God. Hey, listen. Miss Cotty. Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Hey, Miss Cotty. They be hey, Miss Cotty, these niggas be sitting there. They be sitting there. You're my heat. You're my fire. Canelo is mine. You're my desire. I bought your Boxing shorts. Love me now or I'll go crazy. You're my heat. You're my fire. Canelo is mine and you's a liar. Tank, come here. I'm missing you. Oh, I love your beautiful dance moves. And you got them braids. Cause you're my sweet thing. I'm like, bro, hey, Miss Connie, these dudes be acting like their favorite fighter is their sweet thing. True. Like for real though. They be acting like, I'm like, damn, this is very strange, fam. Like you just a little bit too emotional. You're a little bit too emotional on that. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it is what it is. And what is y'all keep talking about shit. Somebody say she block. Hey, shout out to Rick Till. Rick Tills, but I ain't gonna lie, Rick Tills funny. Rick Tills funny the motherfucker too. Rick Till was the one that said she block. He said she block. Hey Rick Till, where Rick Till's at? Hey, where my dog Rick at?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Yeah, Rick was the one that said she block. hey, Rick was the one that said she block. Rick was the one that came up with that. Hey, Rick was. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny. He said she. Hey, look here. Listen, fam. Hold on. I love you. You love me. These niggas be writing love letters. This is the era of skinny jeans. Writing your favorite fighter love letters. Racist hiding behind avatars, fighting a racial revolutionary, or say but a left type revolutionaries fighting and I sit back and I tell these dudes, I say me tell you, listen, I'm gonna give it to you as straight as I can give it to you. No chase. Hennessy. No chase. I got a message to the Mexican. I got a message to the white man. I have a message to the black man, like Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I have a message to the Asian man. I have a message to the Hispanic man or whatever nationality you are, or the European or whatever. You have something in society called classism. Classism is reserved for a certain class of people who are a part of the hierarchy of the socio-economic spectrum. Socio-economic spectrum, right? You have the haves and the have-nots. That's a part of classism. And the reason, and I need you guys to understand this here. Canelo Alvarez, even though race is a social construct, because you know it's a social construct, but since people making this racial as well, we might as well go there. On the racial hierarchy, he's a white man. Nationality, Mexico, from Mexico. That's a nationality. Mexican. But he's white with red hair, right? He has a net worth of over $200 million from what they say. He can't identify with Pablo that's in East LA with the food truck.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
They on two different levels. two different spectrums of the social economic class. Canelo got damn near all his friends have the same amount of money as he has, or more. They're from different races, different nationalities. Someone like a Floyd Money Mayweather, black man. A lot of black boxing fans love him. Floyd Mayweather has a net worth of over $400 million. He can't identify with Man or Tyrone coming out the club that just got in the shootout in the parking lot, or just coming out the club or working a regular 9-to-5 job. He can't identify with you. He's a part of a different social economic structure, social class. He's a part of the haves. He has access to, him and Canelo have access to resources and money and friends and power and all walks of life and in a higher all walks of life. I'm going to give you another example. If you go back and look at the Canelo Crawford press conference, somebody sent me that video. The Crawford Canelo press conference. There was a reporter, because you know what's going on in LA with ICE, with President Trump got ICE out there arresting illegal, if you enter the country illegally, illegal aliens, they ICE around New York and sending you back to your country. You get what I'm saying? So a reporter asked Canelo about what President Trump is doing in LA. Listen, I'm telling you, I was sitting there watching it. He asked a political question. I don't know if he was Mexican or not, but you know what Canelo told him? Canelo said, I don't want to talk about that. Next question. True. Canelo said, I don't want to talk about that. Next question. That was a perfect time if you had any Mexican shea butter laptop revolutionaries, they can get online right now and say, look, man, Canelo ain't standing up in the paint for our people. Why he's supposed to be out there, you get what I'm saying, and leading his voice to talk about the injustices that's going on with our people. Guess what? You ain't got one Mexican saying that. To this day. The one guy who asked him a question on it, it was at the Crawford. It was at the Canelo Crawford press conference for this fight right here. I want to say it was. They went to Saudi Arabia. From Saudi Arabia, I think they went to New York, and I think it was at the New York press conference. That reporter asked Canelo about that. And Canelo told him, I don't want to talk about that next question. And I don't see one Mexican talking about, man, Canelo ain't no cold. He's supposed to be standing up for our people, man. All this stuff there, look what he's doing. He act like he doesn't care. Nobody. They still riding with him. True. Am I lying? Am I lying? Somebody correct me when I'm wrong. If I'm lying, call the show and tell me I'm lying. We got about 5 more minutes before I shut down. No, you know what? No, we're going to rock out a little bit because I started the show late. My bad. I started the show late, so we're going to rock out a little bit. Just saying. He told that man. He told that, shut him down real quick. Guess what? There was no more reporters. There was no more. Listen, they didn't give him any follow-up questions on it neither. They didn't give him any follow. There wasn't another reporter that say, "Hey, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute." Oh, call. Hold on. Hey, wait a minute, Canelo. Look here. Hey, Canelo, look here. Look here, man. Listen. Hector asked you a question, and you brought him over and say you need to go ahead and answer that question. How come you're not saying anything about what's going on with ICE in LA with Trump? You know what I mean? There was no follow-up questions. Is he on code, off code? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So, bro, like, I notice all this, but Canelo don't give a damn about you. Just like, Carla, hold on. Just like Floyd don't give a fuck about you. So this ain't no, you know, once they rich and once you rich and get money, like they're part of a higher class, bro. Different tax bracket, all that. They can't relate to you and you can't relate to them. So this is why I say, like, we gotta stop, like, don't be expecting, you know, don't be putting these unrealistic expectations, your preconceived dispositions on these fighters. As I said before, this ain't that era, bro. This ain't the Jim Brown era, the Muhammad Ali era, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar era. This ain't that era. I'm talking about in sports. The Bill Russell era. This ain't that era, bro. It's a whole nother era. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Just keep on. I'm off work now, so now, like they said, I'm off a master job. I'm done butt breaking for the man, and I can talk how I really want to. I was in that warehouse with them loud ass fans and shit. But hey, Coach, I agree with you, man. This ain't no Jim Brown era. If y'all want to go start a Pan-African boxing league to where everybody come under dashikis and spread ash over their head and have chicken bowls and fight, nigga, cool. But right now, niggas need to get with the times. Like, I feel like black people be so much hypocrite. They be for the white man this, but they don't have nowhere for the modern nigga to go. This is why I feel like I could respect Martin Luther King and the Black Panther, because when they told niggas to quit doing some shit, they at least have another alternative for niggas to go to. They had they shit, but black people, they just want us to hop off the ship with no plane, with nowhere to go. Like people talking about, why you going to work? Because bro, you ain't gonna support me with no job if I quit and follow you. It's just like the blind leading the blind. It's just like they getting into sports, they lead people wrong. Like, ain't nobody, bro, it's never that deep to where you got people talking about niggas is selling out of code. What fucking code is it to go spar with a nigga? Come on, man. Like people always talking about code. Go code a computer. Because I be feeling like black people be the worst. Like, and I love my people, but we be the most hypocritical bullshit ass people. We stay talking about the code, the brother man this, but I don't know. In my history, it seemed like the nigga always selling out the nigga at the end. Don't get me wrong, the white man may get a nigga the option, but that don't mean you gotta take the option. It just always seemed like black people don't never want to see a motherfucker try.
See. Right now, you're off code. I'm gonna tell you why. All right, so yeah, you're saying black people. So you're generalizing a group of people as though we are one monolith, and saying that we are always doing this and we are always doing that. So would you like to specify which type of black people, or do you really mean that as a whole?
Yeah, I get what you said. No, not as a whole. I get what you said, because that's like when people be like, "Oh, all black girls are ratchet." No, just not like that. But the fake woke niggas, not all niggas, but the fake woke Wakanda people that be preaching all this pro-black, but behind the scenes they ain't did shit, or they not living how they talking like on the internet. I feel like those people is ruining shit, because it's just like a whole lot of talking, and it's like black people will support other black people, but y'all gotta give us somewhere to go to, is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, why would we leave this house that got food just to be on some with the cold shit, and we gonna be out here starving, basically.
All right, keep on.
If that makes sense.
All right, salute to you, fam. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah. So the brother. Yeah, man. You know, so you can't be airing out. This is against the code too. You can't be airing out the dirty laundry out in public like that. You know, that's supposed to be behind closed doors. Whatever issues that we have, that's supposed to grievances. That's supposed to be behind closed doors, not in front where everybody can see. That's being off code right there. But that's been going on since I've been online. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. Online on social media, there is no code. That's my whole point. There is no code. There is no code. Like they don't know who Neely Fuller is. If you ain't read this book multiple times, digested it, studied it, you know what I mean? And you live it. These guys don't know that. I can't hold them accountable to that. Do you get what I'm saying? And these guys are just athletes, fam. They're just athletes or whatever. You know, and then the code is subjective. The code, listen, this is another thing that's confusing, right? And I'm going to tell you what I mean by the code is subjective. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Shout out to the lovely Summer in November. What's going on, Summer? This is what I mean by the code is subjective. The person, I say this. Let me seek it out. Because what happens is, what I notice what's happening is this. You have these guys, they'll be a diehard fan of a certain fighter that looks like them. But they'll hate a certain fighter that looks like them while loving the fighter that looks like them. So you got two fighters. And the person or YouTube channel that's overly supporting that particular fighter, even though that fighter is fighting another fighter that looks like him, if you don't like the black fighter that they like, they would say, call you all types of names. Or if you don't like the fighter that they do like, but you like another black fighter that that look like the guy that you do like, they'll say you being off code and being a bitch ass nigga, this and that, and blah blah blah, and and I think the example that I'm giving, because I'm gonna just go ahead and put a name to it, is I see that going on. I see that going on with Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. See, after this Canelo Crawford fight in a few weeks, once that's over with, we moving on to the next, right? And once that's over, we moved on to the next. But I see the next level of toxicity that's going on with two black fighters. One group who is diehard Haney, they riding on anything that don't rock with Devin Haney, especially if they're black, right? And then we riding on it. Well, if you're black, you going against whatever, right? But he's fighting another black father. See, we can't celebrate the fact that we have two black fathers with two black young grown men that's fighting each other for millions of dollars. Nah, we can't celebrate that. There has to always be some type of division. Always some type of, we'll divide our own pie. When I say we, I'm talking about people who are part of boxing. So that's the we. But they have a different mindset. So if you don't support their fighter, that could be interpreted as you're not being on code. That's basically the gist of what I'm saying. So now the code has a total different meaning now. You don't like my fighter. You talk shit about my fighter. While at the same time making videos talking shit about the other fighter that look just like the fighter that you support. And then you will project onto me or whoever you ain't on code. And then, of course, we got our good brother, Bill Haney. Bill Haney will come on, and Bill understands that he has a bunch of simple-minded creatures that, that he has control over. So it's very easy to get some of these guys to jump out of the window. They'd be more than happy to jump out of the window. He understands that. So we're going to say some things. We're going to say stuff like trigger words that's going to, sound bites. We're going to come up with trigger words and sound bites that they're going to be able to take and run with it. Reside the massa. I don't see nobody getting beat with whips. Nigga, back on the plantation. Sir, do you have a job? Do you have a job? He's a coon. I've heard the word coon been misplaced so much since I've been on YouTube. Now, some of these niggas here are cool. I ain't gonna lie, some of them are cool. I can mention some names. And I can give you a definition of what coon is and then show you the behavior of the individual. See, if you call somebody something, right? Let's say you give them a label, negative label or whatever the case may be, right? They're not that because you verbally say it. You have to look and see if their actions, their behavior line up with the definition of the word that you're labeling them with. If you calling me or somebody something all because they don't like the same fighter, they don't like the same fighter that that you like, that's not cooning. True. That's not selling out. You know, because the sellout is someone who will betray his own kind for his own self-interest. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's not that. Dude, you went, like, I call some of these guys extremists. Like, dude, you don't went too extreme with it. Okay, my nigga, all because I, you know, nigga, all I said was, you fight a wearing skinny jeans and a person, he kissing niggas in the mouth. Like, everything I said was factual. That ain't hating. Like, there's videos of that. I just showed you the videos. They kissing, hugging, giving each other sugar, dancing, wearing purses, paying up. Like, what part of that is, no, nigga, oh, hate that, dude. You this, that. And yeah, you the cool, you set out. And yeah, this and that. You know, and I'm like, dude, like, you are literally getting upset and over emotional, upset with me and over emotional with me on truth. On truth. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like someone sit there be saying like everything ain't hate, everything ain't cooning, everything ain't, you know, nigga buck dancing, chicken George and Sam Bowen, ham boning. Now even though, boy, let me tell you something, boy. Listen, it's some dudes that's buck dancing, chicken Georgian, ham boning, Sam Bowen. You know what I mean? But I want to say this as well. Because I heard the word sellout as relate to Boots. Boots sold out, this and that. There are many different ways I look at selling out. Of course, you have the regular definition. To sell out is someone who will betray his own group or whatever for his own self-interest. A lot of times that's just the basic definition of it. I'm just summarizing it, so to speak. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. Damn, I just got distracted just that damn quick. Y'all know me goddamn smoking the damn weed. I was saying something about selling out, this and that. Oh, anyway, yeah. I was saying there's different ways. Let me write this shit down. There are different ways of being a sellout. Don't you know you a sellout if you do things to harm your people? See, there's more than one way to sell out. You can sell out. Let's just go down this rabbit hole. You can sell out by betraying your group. Let's say another group of people want to do harm to your group of people, but they don't really know how to get to them. And you offer and volunteer your services to help that group of people destroy your people for the benefits of becoming financially enriched. So you sold out certain members of this group or this organization for your own personal gain and benefit, and people have lost their lives based on your actions of betraying, because selling out is betrayal, betraying your group. It's like a lioness going to a pack of hyenas and helping the hyenas hunt down one of their own in exchange of money or territory or whatever. Did you get what I'm saying? So that's one way, but because it harms your people. But do you know if I were to physically go and start banging something up in my neighborhood, or coming to your neighborhood and start banging something up, and I shoot up this block, or I shoot up that block, or I shoot these kids, I shoot these kids, or hurt these innocent people, and I'm destroying my environment. Don't you know that's a sellout? True. Don't you know that's being off code? Remember, the code spoke about behavior. What does your behavior reflect? Does your behavior reflect that what you're preaching? Because I can tell you, I hear what you're saying, but what you're saying and what you're doing are two different things. True. You get what I'm saying? That's why me personally, I can't take these guys serious. As I said before, me personally, I don't have a dog in the race. Because Coach Malachi, I understand where I'm at on the pecking order. I'm not on the teams. I don't get paid any money. I got to pay this mortgage here in this house. This beautiful house that me and my family live in on the lake. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't got the type of money that these boys playing with. And I'm not going to go online and in front and act like I have anything other or more than what I have. That ain't just ain't me. I know I'm not a part of the I'm not a part of the higher hierarchy of things at the moment. Not saying I won't be. Not saying I won't be in the next year or two. You get what I ain't saying that now, but I'm saying I'm not on that social economic level yet. So I don't feel the need. I don't feel the need that, again, these guys, they're going to do what they want to do. I don't hold them accountable to a code, in my opinion, that died in the 60s. And the reason why I say that code, shout out to Neely Fuller, died in the 60s. Because that era, you had great men that was greater than me, that I will ever be in life. They got unalived by their own kind. From Malcolm, saw what happened to him. Brothers out of Mars 25 in Newark, New Jersey. I think 25 or 27. I think it's 25. Say what you want about FBI, Jag, Hoover, whatever. Say what you want about that, but and then we saw what happened to King. His own people that was with him. Allegedly. Abernathy, Jesse Jackson, allegedly, gotta say that, led the man out on the balcony so that his hitters, allegedly, could get a clean shot on him. Several members of the Panther Party got infiltrated by people who look just like them. So, for my position, the code died then. And those who benefited from the loss of those lives, which is a lot of brothers that, some of them are in jail right now, some of them died in jail, or whatever the case may be. Some of those guys, look at the guys who benefited after that. It's all one big game. It's all one big con game. Everybody's in on it. Well, everybody knows about it, but you. You don't, what you think you know, you don't know. And what you don't know is right there in front of you. Did you get what I'm saying? So, as I said before, I take a different perspective on it myself. I take a different perspective. I don't have an emotional attachment to the guy like that. And it's unhealthy to have an emotional attachment to fighters and people who you don't even know. It's unhealthy. Because at the end of the day, these guys are nothing but athletes, nothing but entertainers, and they are fighting because that's the only thing they know how to do. And the ones who are really, really good, they get paid handsomely for it. The fans gonna sit back, watch the show, watch the fight. For whatever the reason they may be, whoever their guy is, they gonna get behind him. And after that, guess what's gonna happen? Time gonna keep going by. This shit ain't that serious. To me, it's not. Not that serious at all. As I said before, a lot of this shit to me is fake outrage. Because the niggas who talking about the code don't follow the code, they goddamn self. How do I know? Because their behavior and conduct is the reflection of that. Million videos out there that says that shows that. A lot of digital receipts out there. It's all fake and it's phony. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, ain't nobody, man. Ain't nobody, man. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, man. That shit, you know, far as I'm concerned, as I said before, that was a gimme. Far as I'm concerned, these niggas gonna do what they want to do. And listen, you know what? And you know who opened my eyes to that? I'm gonna tell you who really opened my eyes to modern day boxing.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
And then when I see all the other fighters that's coming after him that came up in this era, we trying to be like Floyd, that told me everything I needed to know. Because I know where Floyd was. Knew what Floyd was. Floyd, the only thing Floyd Mayweather give a damn about himself. I remember when Floyd Mayweather, I think Gucci came out with a costume, a blackface costume. The blackface costume with the pink lips and all that big, real thick pink lips and stuff like that. Put it up and you put this. It was like a turtleneck. It was like a turtleneck, and you take it and roll it up on your face like this here. And Floyd was like, and there was supposed to be some type of backlash from black celebrities. But we ain't gonna wear Gucci no more. And look what they doing and this and that. Floyd Mayweather shot a video like the very next day or the next week when it was rumored that all the black celebrities, the rappers and stuff, supposed to be boycotting Gucci. Floyd Mayweather shot a video spending $200,000 in a Gucci store. True. Off cold like a mug. Off cold like a. Hey, they interview Floyd. Floyd say, look. I'm a leader. I ain't no follower. I don't follow other people. You know what I mean? Gucci ain't never did nothing to me. Hey, Floyd say Gucci ain't never did nothing to me. That's what Floyd said. Some of the black rappers, they was mad. Guess what? They went back to shopping. I think they were mad for about 2-3 weeks. About 2-3 weeks, I think they so-called boycotted and probably about 2-3 weeks. Guess what? About that third week, that fourth week, they was back in the Gucci store. True. They was back in the Gucci store. Forgot all about the code. Just like that. You dig? Hey, the nigga forgot. Yeah, I'm on code right now. What code that is? Hey, I'm Benny the jeweler. Benny the jeweler. Benny, are you related to Jacob? Yeah, you know, I remember. Yeah, I know. I remember you was little. I used to buy. I spent $10 million with your cousin Benny. Jacob the jeweler. Where is he? Is he all right? Okay, yeah, I remember when he went to jail. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Like I said before. Now, this is my new Apple Watch with the Pave bracelet. I have black diamonds in it. Benny, let everybody know. Let everybody know what type of diamonds this is. Yeah, only the best for the champ. You know, when you Money Mayweather, that's only the best. TBE. You get what I'm saying? These black diamonds are from the tombs of the pharaohs of Egypt. And when the Pharaoh Ramesses III passed away, he buried himself with some rare precious diamonds, black diamonds, Egyptian diamonds. And when you're looking, when the sun hits him, it turns into an eclipse. No one in the world have these diamonds in their watch but the champ. So I brought this here to him. Yeah, so, you know, only the best. How much does this watch cost? This watch cost $20 million. 20 mil, that's it. That's easy work for me, And then I'm looking at the watch. I'm saying, champ, yes, coach, what you got to say? Champ, you know they got that same watch on Temu, right? I saw that same watch, dog. Dog, that ain't, listen, the man lying, dog. The same watch, you get that same watch, them same black diamond, dog, off of Temu. Like I said before, you don't know what you're talking about. What is your net worth? Let's see. My net worth about 15, 1600. Oh my God, 15, 1600. I have shoes that cost more than 15, 1600. Yeah, I bet you do, champ. Yeah, but anyway, you wouldn't know a real watch from a fake watch. No, champ, I'm telling you, dog. That's the same shit they got on Temu. The man getting over on you, chief. True. Hey, look here. The man getting over on you, chief. The man selling you a $20 watch for $20 million. You can get that same watch on Temu, Floyd. The man getting you. See you caught up. You think because he's a Jew. You think because the Jew selling it to you that's how it is. He's Jewish. He's a Jew. You know, and we know how Jews roll. Champ, I'm telling you, man. Champ, I'm telling you, fam. They trying to get you, dog. Look here. Hold on. I'm showing Floyd the Temu app. Floyd, look here. Look right here. See, that's the watch right there. That's it right there. See them diamonds? It say Fugazi. It say the Egyptian diamonds that they got from the Pharaoh. They got from the Pharaoh Ramesses III. The black, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, that don't came up with a story, man, to justify selling you that bullshit. True. How you fall for that, champ? Champ, how you fall for that? You get what I'm saying?
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right. Hey, Lisa. Hey, shout out to Lisa Bell. Lisa, they be getting them. But they be getting them good, Lisa.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Hey, Lisa, I'm trying to tell you what it is. They be getting them good, Lisa.
I smell something, man. You smell something? I
definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy.
Hey, shout out, it's cold in the wintertime. Hey, listen, it's cold in the winter. I'm telling you, bro, like, listen, check this out. You have no way of knowing. Dog, you do know that's fugazi, right? See, materialism has messed us up too. Materialism has messed us up because we identify material things with wealth. We identify material things with wealth. That's what messed us up too. I was talking to my homeboy, my barber, right? And we were talking to this dude in the barbershop about how we got started in the dope game. We started selling drugs in 1987, right? Back then, birds was $13.5 a key back then. And still remember those numbers. We was talking about how the girls in our school in high school, they did not really want to date other high schoolers like freshmen and stuff because they used to date the older guys. They used to be parked across the street at the school when school out. They'd be parked across the street. And you know, the other dope boys, and them dope boys, they got cars, they got the rims, the music, they got money to, you know, get a girl a little money to go to the mall and go shopping, get their nails done and stuff like that. So, and guys like myself and him and stuff like that, you know, I told y'all my story about when I was broke, I had no money, and the girl left me for another dude and all that stuff there. I told you about that. But certain dudes, the dudes who was getting all the girls, they was the one, they got the fresh outfits, the corduroys, the silk shirts, the bomber jackets, the Filas, the Jordans, the Nikes, the Deodors, the Reeboks, you know, the Bucks, the Buffalinos, just all the fresh fly gear, the rayon shirts when they came out in the 90s or whatever, all the fresh fly gear, right? But I'm saying back then. So I'm telling this dude, I say, bro, that's who the women wanted. So because of the material things, because we always identify the material things with wealth. That's what made us start hustling. Like damn near everybody I know who sold drugs in my community started because the girls did not want the broke dudes or the dudes who didn't have the shine or the flash or whatever. So I say all that to say this. I think that materialism has really helped hurt us a lot. And, you know, as a group, to be fair, you know, a certain segment, you get what I'm saying? Because we identify the material things, and then materialism is addictive. Like some people are so busy trying to look the part that they actually go broke trying to look rich. They go broke trying to impress people. I'm not saying Floyd is going broke. I'm not saying that, but I'm just giving an example, like just certain behaviors. Back to the word behavior from the code. Back to the word behavior. Certain behaviors that we pick up actually is what keep us in the condition that we're in. Whether that's a mentality, whether that's the way we think, whether that's the way we view the world, whether that's how we perceive certain things, which is the same thing as thinking and viewing the world or whatever. You know, it's like, I think we're going to have to rethink how we view things and do an inventory of ourselves and self-analyze ourselves and see how our behavior reflects the code that we say that we supposed to practice. All praise due to Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Look here, man. I'm gonna tell you like this here, man, because you know, y'all trying to hold these fighters to certain standards, man. But this what these fighters are doing.
Hey, yeah. Ooh, that look good.
How you put a code on that? That's your leader? That's who leading you? Yeah, nigga, that's what I'm leading. Don't try to tell you, that's our leader. You know what I mean? He the one that he gonna take us to the promised land. And, you know, y'all got to get on code. Y'all got to get on code. See, that's what it is. See, oh, okay, all right. Now you know what? You can have that code right there. Guess what? It's this guy, as I told you before. We got a brother from Philadelphia, who y'all really should be mad at. There's another brother from Philadelphia. Y'all shouldn't be mad at. Boots. Well, I ain't gonna say you shouldn't be mad at Boots. You know, if that's how you want to feel, that's how you want to feel. I ain't got a problem with that. But the other brother who you should be mad at for Philly is this guy.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
You know, so I'm just saying, again, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, but I'm just saying, though, you wanna, if there's anybody that's a candidate to attack for being off code, for using the people for financial gain, for his own personal, for selling out the group, for his own personal financial gain in the name of a good cause, that's the brother that I would nominate. It is what it is, and more than likely, he probably got one of these at home.
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love supreme. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control.
Turn it up. It's me against the light.
Snow bunny.
Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel.
No, that's
next to the law. With my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love supreme. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control.
Turn it up. It's me against the light.
Snow bunny.
Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel.
No, that's
next to the law. With my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love supreme. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you lose, stepping out of control.
Turn it up. It's me against the light.
Snow bunny.
Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth soul feel.
No, that's
next to the law. With my snow, turn it up. Then party by the night.
Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. The Snow Bunny lovers in the building, man. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out, man. Shout out to the lovely Miss Black Panther. It's cold in the winter. Hello, Davis. Shout out to Mika Lovem. The lovely summer in November. Shout Bruce Gas in the building. Shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Sha Cool Hands. The lovely Lisa Bells. Shout out to Flight Ramirez. Who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to G5 from the Bronx. The Boogie Down. Shout out to Clinton. Let's give a shout out to the callers, man. Shout out to Chris from Philly. Corey from Texas. Coach Eddie from the ATL. Mitchell from the Shy. Shout out to Kayvon from Chi-Town. Shout out to Freddie from Oakland. Jamie from New York. Mr. Gooch, Omaha, Nebraska. My main man Mason from Flint, Michigan. And shout out to Byron, man, Nashville, Tennessee. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to listen. Shout out to OBW Stretch. Shout out to hold on. What he say? I'm trying to see what somebody saying in the chat. Oh man, shout out to my baby, Mr. Tomato Can. Mr. Tomato Can, what's up, fam? Hey, shout out to Yuli X Games. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Reggie Owens. Shout out to Reggie Owens, man. Shout out to doggone. Shout out to Shout Cool Hand. Salute to you, fam. Hey, what you say? Ron Ocher. Shout out to Ron Ocher. He said I need this playing in my car. Yeah, man, you gotta bump Snow Bunny in Love. It's the number one song in the hood. At all the liquor stores, the number one with a bullet. We went all the way to the top with this one. Dr. Umar did it again. He went to the studio, made a hit. We working on another single produced by our good brother Lennon Honor. You get what I'm saying? So we got a good producer, songwriter. Then we got doggone Dr. Umar Johnson, straight out of Philly. You know what I mean? So right now, y'all mad at Philly right now. Listen, Dr. Umar, you got Boots got dudes on his bumper. He out of Philly. And Dr. Umar got people on his bumper. He out of Philly. So everybody mad at Philly right now. True. Philly, the city, well, it used to be called the city of brotherly love. It's the total opposite of that. Total opposite of that right now. hey, city of brotherly love anymore, boy. Boy, them niggas, boy. Lord have mercy, boy. Once upon a time, the brotherly love days is over with. I can damn near promise you that. The brother, the love days is over with. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out right after these messages. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to, who else we got in the building? Hollow Davis. Jamie from New York. The Nick and Nita Show. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Tila. Tila in the building. G5 from the Bronx. Mr. Tomato Can. Shout out to Trey. Salute. Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Caesar Games. Salute, fam. Who else we got in the building? Mr. Kenneth Johnson. Kenneth, what's going on, brother? Shout out to my main man, Keys Bulldogs. Listen, shout out to Lydell Frazier. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, so, yeah, they be real smooth with it. You got to watch them. They be real smooth with it. Motherfucker slip up, ease up on you. And you know what they say? You know what a good thief is? This is what a good thief. A good thief is someone that can steal from you and you don't even know it's gone. True. A good thief can make you feel good about him stealing from you, and you don't even realize that a crime was committed against you. That's a good thief. Very finesseful. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.